We're literally waiting on you.
Oh, I thought like the music plays.
Oh, there's no music.
That's in the editing.
Let's put it later.
No, we're putting it later.
I was like waiting for like.
You would see me dancing in that video. Come on.
Damas y caballeros, welcome to En Mis Tiempos. I'm one of your guests for the day, not the host. For this week's episode, thought that I would change things up a little bit since George, not to really call him out, but ruins it every week and thought we'd have a good start to this week's episode. So just wanted to change things up.
Damn.
Also, what's your name?
Come in.
I'm one of your guests, Alma.
There you go. Welcome
you
to
go.
the podcast.
God, I thought I had this
Damn,
down
George.
too. All right, George, I apologize.
I mean,
have
for
it back
calling
next
me
week.
out or for just taking my
No.
spot?
Yes.
I don't know. That still sounded
Yeah,
better
it was
than,
all the way through. You didn't say Hurst instead
it
of
sounded,
host.
You didn't laugh halfway through it. Like, oh,
sounded very professional.
The fact that I forgot my name, I mean, not a big deal.
You didn't forget your name. You forgot to say your name.
Forgot
It's
to
a little
say my
different.
name. Still know my
I
name.
was gonna say. I mean, us as well. You forgot to like tell. Yeah, hey
Oh, I'm
guys.
supposed to introduce you guys to
Yeah. But
Oh,
it's okay.
here.
It's okay. It's like.
Thank you.
George
I mean,
is trying to
This is your
find
show. We're just here for the ride.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
just here. I mean, whatever you want to talk about too. Do you really hate my intros?
I don't hate them.
Bro, she didn't say she hated them.
No, I don't hate them. That's coming off a little strong.
Okay.
just says you
They
botch them
could
every time.
use improvement for as long as you've been doing it for years.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah, you're right. I'll give you that one though.
Damn. George is going to not sleep tonight.
No. I think all week, that's all you think about.
I'm gonna go home and just start making intros for the rest of the
Just practicing over and over.
Just look in the mirror. All right, damas y caballeros.
We're recording on Sunday. Is today Sunday?
Today's
Sunday
Sunday.
today because it's
All
Labor Day
day.
weekend. This is the holiday that we don't have to feel bad about getting drunk on, right? Okay.
Which holiday
Wait.
do
It's like
we feel
Memorial
bad?
Day.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, remember why
Yeah,
you're drinking?
that's not what it's about.
Yeah. But this one's cool if we get drunk.
Wait, has
I don't
anyone
think I've ever felt bad for.
no,
And
George.
it's Easter, and I'm like taking shots with my family.
Yeah.
I think you're the only one that drinks on Easter.
Oh, no, honestly, I was gonna say
You and the
it's
priest.
shots. You and the priest.
Yeah.
On a Sunday. I mean, it's a holiday. Don't all Mexicans do that though?
Yeah, I mean, no, clearly, yeah, of course. Labor Day. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're all. Well, we all
have
start
jobs.
drinking.
Yeah.
We all labor.
We all have
so.
jobs.
We all
I mean,
Yeah,
doesn't there?
like
There are
laboring
some
right now.
jobs. There is some jobs that are staying open, right?
Yeah.
You got the shitty
Restaurants.
ones.
Okay.
Hey, if you didn't know, if you're working today or tomorrow on Labor Day, you have a shitty job. There, I said it.
Yeah. Find something
is what it
else
is.
to do.
George, do you know the actual like why we have a Labor Day?
Because we should give the American people a day off. I don't know.
We've labored all year long.
Exactly.
Tell us, Luis.
Why is it?
It's just to recognize the American labor movement and the works and contributions of laborers to the development and achievements of the U.S. That's really it.
So what?
So you
what I
weren't
said?
off.
Yeah. It's exactly what I said.
Cesar
it-
Chavez
yeah.
Day.
What?
Labor movement.
Oh, okay. No.
Not the
So-
boxer fucker.
That's
no,
what he
we're not
thought.
talking. No, that's not. I was thinking about who's the guy from the
Edward James Olmos.
Cuba? I was thinking Cuba. No?
Cuba?
Who's that?
Where are you going
What are
with
you
this?
talking about?
I don't know. What was the guy that
Fidel
liberated
Castro?
Fidel Castro.
you
My
were
bad. No,
thinking
that's the
of,
wrong name. No, I was thinking about Fidel.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. Anywho,
Wait, so
What? How do we? Shall we move on?
yeah, we should
let's
move
move
on.
on. So
How do
I
we go from
often
Labor Day?
listen to the podcast. The past 2 episodes, 3 episodes I've started watching on Spotify. Is this a thing? Does Adrian wear glasses? Can
What
we
the hell?
address
What
the
are you
glasses?
doing?
Just know
Let's
that you
address the
noticed?
glasses.
I was
What?
so inspired by our guest host.
Last week's or before that? Last
guest
week's.
Our guest host,
Oh,
Guest
okay.
host.
Yvette.
Yeah.
that
Okay.
I figured I'd wear them.
Yeah.
The influence
not-
is real.
You're not really doing this, are you?
No.
I'm doing it next week.
Can we pause this and all go get our sunglasses?
Exactly. No, I'll do it next week, guys. It's my turn.
No.
I thought she did. Why did y'all think? You think she did good?
Who? Yvette?
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 Oh
Yeah.
yeah, she did great.
For the, yeah. Hour that she was
Like they said,
Drunk for like the first half of the bottle. And
Yeah.
then it kind of went downhill.
After that, it was
come on,
like,
that was
all right.
fun. I was still trying.
She was
I don't-
calling us out on the words spelling, and then she was slurring the rest of the way. I'm like,
So I guess everybody admitted who sat and who stood. Joe, did you ever
what?
answer that?
Oh, she did.
Who what?
Well, I feel like we need an
Stand to
answer.
pee and
The,
sit to
the
pee.
people
To
would
pee
like
at work.
you
No,
better already said
at
it.
home. At home. If you do you
Oh
sit
no, yeah, I stand.
at home?
Just because it's fast.
Okay.
Exactly.
Ruben admitted to sitting.
No,
You admitted to standing.
standing.
I don't remember Adrian. Adrian, you
at
said
home, I will. It depends on what
He
I'm
said
doing,
sit,
but I'll
I
sit.
think.
he said sit.
80%
okay.
of the time, I'll sit.
Isn't that weird?
I gotta get my
I thought
legs
that
a
was
rest.
really weird. I did not know that this was going to be a thing. Like,
I didn't either. I thought we were all gonna be 100% agreeing
like
that
we
you stand for this.
Who the hell sits?
You too? Right on.
Wow.
stand for the
Yes.
flag. We stand.
I no, I don't stand. I sit.
I learned something new.
Just to make it clear.
So I got a new one. When y'all shower and you shampoo your hair, when you rinse the shampoo out, are you facing the shower head or are you turned around so that it's falling from behind you?
110% of the time, I'm facing the shower head. Do you ever not
I think
face
you're
the
you're the
shower
first woman that I've ever met that
Yeah, I was
head?
gonna
That
say.
faces the shower?
Yeah, because I
Why
face
would
it.
you face the?
Why
then
wouldn't
you're
you-
rinsing your face.
No, but you like.
No, like
I think
you're,
I do both.
you're turned this way.
Yeah, like you're pushing it down.
Oh.
You're letting it
Okay,
run down.
no,
Like
then let me
Imagine the microphone.
let me
Imagine the
redo.
microphone is the shower head, and like it's over your head.
Okay,
Are you behind?
so no, I lied.
No,
the
I
shower
understand the
head,
question.
like the water's running behind me. Yeah, so I guess I don't.
You're facing away from the shower.
I'm facing away just for that hair washing process.
Right.
I do both.
Okay, no.
But women don't
depends.
always wash their hair. Like we have
It's once a week.
Which is fucking
we have
gross.
like multiple
It's like three times
showers.
a
It's
week.
like, well, women do it for different reasons. Like
Their
you're not
oils in
supposed
their
to
hair.
the hair oils, and you're not supposed to wash your hair every day, and so on and so forth. But you either just you do a full shower, and that's like washing hair, washing your body, shaving the whole 9 yards. That takes time.
Weekends.
Okay, weekends.
Yeah.
Not even weekends, like parties maybe.
Okay.
Special occasions.
Yeah.
Like,
So we know Yvette only shaves if she's going to a party.
So now
But then there's like body showers where you only wash your body. Like you don't do your hair every time. So
disgusting.
So my question, actually, this is a great question. It's disgusting to you because it's super easy just to
do it?
I don't
shower.
have any hair, so I don't.
Yeah,
I was gonna
so it's
I
easy.
used to have long hair, and it was curly hair, and I washed it every single day. Like, I
Shampoo?
could not.
Really?
It's even more
why
disgusting
it fell
because
out?
you
With
have
shampoo?
hair. Yeah.
Someone told me not to wash it with shampoo every day.
Give a fuck with it. It's gross.
It is gross.
So what do you wash it with? You just rinse with water?
just rinse
You huele a
and,
pelo mojado?
Wait, what?
Espérate. It was like 4 times a week that I use shampoo, but the other days I'm like, just rinse it out.
I can't do that.
I know.
You don't have
just
hair.
water?
I don't know.
Just
Supposedly
water
someone told me I was supposed to like.
I mean,
I
I
cannot.
also have product in my hair,
So
so
can you
I have
like
to wash it out.
condition and rinse and not shampoo?
don't know.
That
You
way?
have product in your hair.
Right now? Yes.
Always.
Not always.
No.
No.
If you have
don't-
product in your
Not
hair, do
Monday
you
through
wash
Friday when you
Yes.
work.
What? Oh no! Then whenever whenever I work and like sweating crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
it? Okay, so when you go to work, you don't wear product, but you wash your hair because you went to work and it's
Yeah.
dirty. When you're not at work,
Okay.
you're wearing product.
No, I don't know. Not always. Right
On
now I am,
weekends?
but no. Yeah, no. I don't. On weekends, no.
Okay.
Right now I am, but not-
it's gross. I don't give a fuck.
So here's
Anyway.
another question. When you shower and wash your body, I feel like this is a man thing.
we're talking
Women,
about
there's
showers.
like no doubt, but we just need to, since we're talking about like
Okay.
personal sitting, standing things and showering, let's knock it out the way. You guys had this conversation before, like y'all had the shower combo before on another episode.
Yeah, we figured out most guys are gross.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
99% of the
mean,
guys are
what?
super gross.
Yeah.
Was
Gross?
that, did you guys cover, like, do you just wash with body wash or do you like use a loofah, a scrub of some sort?
I got a loofah.
Oh, loofah.
Loofah?
Loofah.
Sometimes.
If it's there,
Like
You can find it.
I've met people that just like wash their body just with soap.
I gotta
Like
exfoliate.
have never like scrubbed their body down, and that blows my
Like
mind.
never.
Like they just like routinely shower only with like soap or body wash in their hands.
Well, what do
and
you?
that's it.
Okay, yeah, that
Doesn't that work though?
Wouldn't that be the same as your
No.
face? Like when you face wash?
It's kind of.
what are you
face my
doing
nails.
that requires you to scrub your body with an abrasive every time you shower?
And it's like abrasive because I use like this.
No, that's why I called it an
brush.
abrasive.
It's like a dry brush, but I like use it in the shower because I feel like I've got to like
so that-
scrub down. I don't know. I work indoors, so it's not like I
Yeah,
work
that's-
outdoors like you guys.
Oh, so the asbestos. You're getting all that off.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. So everybody uses a loofah
A lot
here,
of
though.
people,
No, not always.
I mean, if
use
it's
the
there, like I
soap.
said, if it's there, if it's not that happens to not be there.
like the bar soap, a lot of people used to, when the bar soap was more popular, they would just use the bar soap. Right?
Wait, don't you
Never
just
did.
use the
So-
bar
so-
soap? Yeah,
I use-
So
I don't
I
use,
use
body wash,
so
but-
I use bar. So it's a thing. I have to use a bar of soap and then follow it by body wash.
You see,
That's
you're
what
just
Damn.
hold on.
she
That's what
doesn't
I
wash
do.
her hair.
But then like I'll skip. I'll wash my hair every 3 days.
But is it the same
and that's
thing?
totally fine.
It's the same thing.
What do you mean?
Body wash and just a bar of soap.
So yeah, but I
They're
just
both
feel
the same
like
thing. It's just
They're
different
both soaps.
applications.
Body wash is
Not
usually
really.
more scented.
like
that's what-
moisturizing and it
Smells better.
It smells a
Yeah.
lot better.
Yeah.
But I feel like the bar soap will get you clean, then like you finish off with body wash. Y'all should try it. Like try it and get
that's
back
what I
to
do.
me.
You should try standing up to pee.
Hard pass on that one.
Don't they make those cups?
they do make those
They
cups.
do. They do.
There's cups?
I've like looked them up on Amazon
Oh
before.
shit! You just
Yeah.
blew George's mind.
And they're shaped just how you would imagine them to be shaped.
No, actually, I have something in my mind. I'm
Visual?
gonna look at them. Yeah, I'm gonna look them up later. So we'll see how that
I'm
goes.
pulling it up right now.
No, please don't. Why?
The search
Why would
history
you
on
need
this
one?
thing is
No, I have
Let me
something against
explain.
these two
Oh.
guys. Why don't y'all tell me things?
About what?
Oh, see,
How-
yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly how I
That
imagined
black
it.
one is
Yeah, it's just a funnel like a,
seems
Why don't y'all tell
wrong.
me?
What did you say?
Oh no, that's how I imagined
Why
it.
don't we tell? Why don't they tell you things like they
Yeah,
should
no.
have like the
Like last
urine
week.
funnel
No,
talk
not
with
that.
you? Oh,
No, last week. How did you knew that he wasn't gonna be on?
Oh, I had no idea
What?
either.
You knew that he wasn't gonna be on, right?
No, I didn't
When
know
you got
that.
here, you did.
Oh, fine.
I didn't
Yeah.
find out
No,
until
that
I was
you
you acted
sitting
like you
right
didn't
here.
know.
Huh?
Then you acted like you didn't know here.
I didn't know.
When you started recording, you knew.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, when she sat down in front of us, I knew. Yes.
Okay, I told you before that.
Well,
I thought it was still a gag.
No,
When we were sitting out there, you like, you asked me, I
It was
told
a
him, I said,
gag the
"No,
whole
it's
time.
wait. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
were
yeah.
here. You
was
just
here.
decided not to participate.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
then I
when
was-
Yvette walked in and
Wait,
he was
actually,
like, "Are you ready?" And
that's
then I
an
was like, "What's
interesting
going
story.
they always give me shit.
Why
'cause
were
I-
you out?
Yeah, Joe.
I was
Yeah.
sick.
But what did we find out about how you got
HIPAA.
sick? Possibly.
Oh, what did you eat?
Wait, what?
What did you?
Oh, the moldy bread. That wasn't it because it went on like the rest of the week, and it was
Oh,
like
shit.
sinuses and bad, like real bad.
So it was stomach and head.
Yeah, stomach
and-
and like it was all, it was a mess. I thought for a second I had COVID, and then I tested myself, and that wasn't it. So
Did you want to press the button?
but,
moldy bread.
No.
huh?
But tell us about the moldy bread. Why'd you eat moldy bread?
because it's good.
No,
Moldy bread's
We
good.
have
What was
this,
it?
you ate moldy bread on
So-
purpose.
No, we have with this
basically-
cinnamon swirl
Okay.
bread. That's
Yeah.
that's really freaking good. Right?
It was,
that one thing?
it was the last
and I
one.
was having stomach issues Sunday, Monday, whatever. And I'm like laying in bed at night, not in bed on the couch watching TV, and I'm like, I need something to
dark.
just
Pass it down. I
calm.
don't
Yeah,
know.
I need to eat something. Bread's not gonna upset my stomach, so I
Yeah.
went and grabbed some of that bread. My house is always dark, even during the day, so I stuck my hand in, grabbed the bread, ate it.
Oh
Same thing the next night.
no.
And then the day we were recording,
You did it 2 nights in a row.
Yeah. The day we were recording, I went during the day and I had the lights on and everything.
So it
and I grabbed-
tasted totally normal.
Yeah, well, it did have a little bit of a whatever, but I'm like, it's probably me. I'm sick. I don't know. I looked
You thought
down
it was a you
and
problem,
you
not the
are
bread.
sick.
the whole fucking bread is like green.
Oh my
I'm like,
god.
I took a bite out of it before I looked out. I stuck my hand in,
no.
grabbed the slice, took a bite, and I looked at the bag, and then I looked at the bread. I'm like, oh, shit.
Joe, how old are you?
Oh jeez. So I'm like super weird about expiration dates and like
Yeah, I don't check.
Oh, I am so.
Oh,
I am on that boat too.
like they make fun of me at work. I'm like, nope.
Why?
It says like 8:30 and today's 8:30, I will not eat it.
Same.
I'm like, nope.
I'll just eat it really fast.
Before the 24
Yeah,
hours
you don't
are
know
up.
what time at 8, on 8.
No,
It's still
I will not.
11:59.
Like, I'm at the grocery store and I like make sure I get the latest date because I'm
Same.
like so paranoid about it.
Same. I can't. Even if it's 2 days before the expiration, I
Yeah.
can't.
Really?
It's
don't even check.
weird.
It's disgusting. I mean, like, if you had a leche on the same day, or the day
Well, I don't
expires,
need milk, so I don't drink that.
See, and I really
either.
like milk, but I will not. Like,
Same.
if it's like the day of, or even the day before is like, have you ever had one of the crusties of like the rim of the milk fall into your bowl of cereal? Talk about like
you dump the whole plate
the
out.
whole thing's done. Like,
All right.
done.
You
We're
break the plate and everything.
done. Like, just
Y'all,
trash
we're
it.
hungover. That's disgusting.
Yeah, most of us are hungover today. We had a
actually
kids party yesterday, and we're Mexican,
Yeah.
so we're all hungover.
Oh,
yeah.
not me.
I wouldn't hear.
Were you
I
drunk?
wasn't here.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he walked outside. He's like, "Whose ass am I gonna beat now?"
Luis, you weren't here, but you mentioned being hungover, so please explain.
Oh, I was at home playing video games, drinking mezcal.
You can get drunk at home.
Drinking mezcal, playing
drunk to the
video
point where
games.
you're hungover?
What?
I've never
I
done
didn't
it.
think I was, but when you're just sitting on your couch playing video games, you don't realize how much.
One shot.
Yeah,
two
you're
shot.
you're just sitting there playing.
Can't
and
do that.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say they drink mezcal while playing
Video games.
World
neither.
of Wars
Dying
or
Light.
whatever.
I think I'm gonna do it now.
Dying Light. A
trying
lot of fun. Zombies chasing you. It's
Interesting.
great time.
I'm gonna try it next time.
Do y'all know who Noah Lyles is?
Yes.
No, is
Oh, the runner.
Sprinter.
oh yeah, the spinner.
You want to cue that video up, Luis? Did y'all hear what he said last week?
What? It's a he.
About the world champions?
Yeah, Noah is a he. What, George?
Oh, I was thinking about someone else then.
About the world champions?
Yeah.
About world champions in sport and something. Yeah.
Well, the
I know.
NBA players.
I'm glad you're bringing it up now, but okay, keep going.
What?
No, I know what you're talking about.
We'll wait for Luis to stop pressing buttons over there.
Alma, do you know what we're talking about?
And it's interesting that you asked me that, George, because before coming over, I texted Joe and I was like, hey, is there like anything that I should Google before the podcast?
Yeah.
Like, you want to share with me some information inside so I'm not a deer with the headlights?
Did he tell you no?
And he goes, I said, please and thank you. That's how I finished off my text. And he goes, no, thank you.
Yep. There's no agenda.
So let's
see what he
all
said.
figure
Wait a
this out.
second. Hold on. I got to fix something.
Isn't this like already copyrighted or something?
On YouTube?
Like our-
It's
yeah.
on YouTube. It's fine.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it works, but
We're
whatever.
going to find out. We're going to learn today.
Did it?
You know, the thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times. But that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
So that's what he said. And he's been getting a lot of shit for it.
He's
not wrong.
Especially from NBA
He's not
players. How do we feel
wrong.
about that?
Okay, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I don't feel like he's wrong. I don't think I would have thought of it like that, obviously, because I'm not competing and at their level, but he's not wrong.
I feel like
not
a lot
wrong.
of
He's
people
not
have been
wrong.
saying that for a long time. A lot of non-Americans.
Same thing with NFL,
Yeah.
too. Granted, there's not.
Well, the
really-
NFL doesn't claim to be world champions. They're Super Bowl champions.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
True.
But like the
World
Major League
Series.
Baseball, they have the World Series where
World
only
Series, yeah.
MLB teams play. NBA World Champions.
And I don't really think this is a great one, just because I feel like we're all going to agree on this. But yeah, he's right.
Okay, so the argument for that
What are
is-
people upset about?
So the argument that people are doing is basically coming from the other NBA players saying that he's wrong. Like the best
there
thing in the
isn't-
world
and they're
is
not wrong.
in
There
NBA.
isn't a team in the world that you could put together that would beat the NBA champions. So if you would put a team from France or a team from any country in the world, they would not beat the NBA champions because they are the best players in the world, made up from
Of
the best
the
players
world.
in the world.
Yeah.
So they're not wrong in that respect. But it's not a world championship. It's not a world tournament that they're playing in. Was the response that they're
Semantics.
But
yeah, I think he's right, but I think they're both right.
why?
You can't
What do
play
you mean
both
What is
they're
the
both
sides.
other side of it?
Yeah, because of what Joe said, and because
No, it's always
What
been
he
the
said.
same things. Like you can't call yourself world champion if you're not. The world is invited. The only place you can call your world champion is
Olympics.
the Olympics, the World Cup,
The
and
World Championships.
Every
of
sport
these-
has like there's world championships. So that's what he
Exactly,
just
for
won
FIBA,
the world
right?
champions- Basketball, FIBA,
Yeah,
the
FIBA.
world championship. But that was track. He's a track runner. He just ran the world championships. That's what the name of the tournament is.
and you and here.
No, I don't remember where they were.
They were
Oh,
in
okay,
Budapest.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Budapest,
See, yeah, exactly. There, world champion. You can call yourself that.
Right.
Even F1, Formula One, the Grand Prix. You can call your world champion after you're going around the world and racing.
Wait. Did you
Well,
say?
no.
Say,
I don't know,
say
I said
that
that.
again.
Hold on.
That's
Hold on.
the
I was going to let it
Grand-
go. But
No, we're not letting that go.
Grand
Please
Prix,
cut it.
Grand Prix, my bad. Grand Prix.
What
Did you say Grand Prix?
Yes. Sorry, Yvette, where are you?
She would not got that.
No, exactly. No, I get
Spell
it.
it.
But stop. Prix. No, but I'm saying yeah, they're right in that aspect. Is like it's. You can't call yourself that. And it always bothered me ever since I was young. Like the World Series was stupid, and they even have the World Cup here, or they had it last year for baseball. And they called, what were they? What was it called? It wasn't
the
called
baseball World Series.
the
Is
Little League
also-
World Series. That is a World Series.
No,
Yeah.
the other one, the World Series.
Yeah,
I mean
the one with Mexico. With them.
Yeah, the one with Mexico and Japan, and where Japan won.
Oh, that was the world. Was it? I thought it was just like CONCACAF.
No, Japan was in
Or
it.
Jam.
Oh, it was?
in it.
Okay, maybe it was a world. Whatever.
But yeah, no, and all this backlash that he's getting for saying that, it's stupid in my head. It's like, yes, you got a point of what you're saying that the NBA
if
is the
The
best
World
league.
Baseball Classic.
Yeah, the World Baseball Classic.
If
There you go.
if basketball was as big as it, as soccer, all the NBA players will be playing all over the world. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just like in soccer,
Yeah.
you get players playing all over the world.
Yeah.
and then you have the team or club championship, and that's the world champion. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't think people understand that though.
People
Like, I
that are
don't
in the
think
U.S.
just people. Yeah, well, definitely people in the U.S. They don't understand the difference between the club team and the World Cup. They don't understand what the World Cup is.
Yeah.
so the LA Lakers is a club team,
That's how I explain it to them.
and then the USA is
Yeah.
your
And
whatever.
they're still like, so, but do they play for
Jesus.
at the same time or whatever? I'm like, it's not. It's just forget about it. Just go watch some football.
Yeah.
Just go watch some football.
Just go watch football, Super Bowl
so,
champions.
Yeah.
No,
but yeah, to your point, nobody's gonna beat these teams.
Right. Nobody would
But-
beat a club soccer team. Like no world champion is going to beat a club soccer team either.
Well, yeah, I'm saying the USA NBA teams. Nobody's
Right.
gonna beat them, so
Yeah.
they can, I guess, call themselves that.
I mean, I
but
guess they
they
should put it
shouldn't.
to the test
They
one year,
shouldn't.
right?
Exactly.
Should organize
No,
that tournament. The
It-
world, the NBA against the
Lithuania,
world.
Lithuania just beat US.
Yeah, they did.
They did? Oh, and then
like
they're complaining
yesterday.
about that, saying that, okay, Lithuania basically beat USA, but they don't have their best players. Like,
Why is it that every
Okay.
time like a basketball player isn't doing well in the NBA, they,
They
go
go
play
overseas.
to Lithuania?
Yes.
Monday.
Yes.
The
I've
European,
never-
So
like,
why doesn't the
I never
NBA
did that.
play those guys? Like that's not a thing.
Because
because
what
they're,
guys?
those are. See, she doesn't understand.
'Cause-
She's a typical American.
there's no
No,
reason for them to do it.
I'm a
I guess.
girl.
I don't
Basketball's not
understand
my
it.
thing.
I'm a,
So what sport
I don't
would you
understand it.
understand it?
I'm a girl now.
What sport are you more familiar with? I guess.
Baseball.
So baseball.
and
Why don't
soccer.
the Yankees will never play Japan because they're
Yeah.
a club team and that's a country.
Yeah. That I understand.
Like, for example, the Dallas Mavericks are having a friendly against Real Madrid I think this month. I don't know when. But
That's cool. I didn't know that.
exactly. But I've never seen any other NBA teams do that or go overseas to play friendlies or anything like that. So I don't know. To me, the guy was right. Everybody's just trying to, like, what would you call it?
Do you know Noah Lyles? Like besides what he just did,
I thought you were talking about
I just go, but I like track and field. So
I thought you were talking about the girl.
I mean, he's always
Shikari?
been like,
Yeah.
he's always talked a lot of shit,
Yeah.
and he's one of those guys that's like, me,
We've
me.
watched. We've had it running
So-
at the house, like a lot of the track and field and stuff the past week or so. It's fun to watch. I don't know.
I
know
know
what's
they're
going on,
televising
but
this
it's fun.
a lot more, like because it used to be just the Olympics, nothing else got televised. Now they're doing this too.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy like gymnastics and track and field. Like
Yeah.
every 4 years, I'm on it. So
Watching that's fun.
kind of weird. Like the way that I feel about track and field, like when those people have like the biggest ego, I'm kind of like, you earned it. Like I'm okay with them having the big ego.
I'm okay with anybody
I'm
having a big
okay,
ego. They
yeah.
back it up.
Yeah.
Speaking of, did y'all see Deion Sanders?
Where are you
I
going
did.
with this one? Yes, I saw it. He won. He won.
he won.
I saw that.
He won. I didn't remember. I knew who they were playing, but I didn't remember that they played in the national championship.
Yeah, last year. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, they did.
That was crazy. That was crazy that they won.
Kudos to him.
I was gonna ask you. Last week we talked about something, and we talked about Ruben brought it up, right? Talking about having people that you old friends that you want to rekindle, and like see if the friendship will be.
Did you
again.
start calling
Reach out
people?
to
Did you go
Or
through your
it-
contact
no,
list?
Hell no, I still don't do
come
that. I'm never gonna call people. I'm sorry, people.
He didn't text
And
us.
this is how you lose followers. Damn it, just
Damn,
reach out to
George.
people.
Listen.
George.
Our group chat is literally Adrian, Joe,
Yeah.
and myself.
George chimes in like once a day.
Oh, he's in
if
there. He
that.
just doesn't.
Are we still
interact.
recording?
Maybe once a exactly.
That's it.
No,
Okay,
but
so you lived up to to the rumors today.
What rumors?
That you're always late, and then you will.
damn it.
Forgot. We
And
were
then-
recording.
Hold
he
on,
said.
yeah. So apparently, you also texted today. Are we recording? Like,
Wait, let me preface that with, he was here last night and we talked
Wait, you
about
were-
recording last night
and then
at
you
3.
ended up texting today. Are we still recording?
I
And it was like 2
forget.
p.m. and we're supposed to be here at 3. And,
did
like,
it take you out too? Everything
Wait.
was it too?
We have an app that we have a
That
schedule on
George
there.
Oh,
introduced
come
us to
George
on.
introduced us to it.
There's an app and it's got
George
the time,
introduced
the
y'all
name
to
of the
it.
guest, like everything's on there. All he has to do is open that app.
All right, George, come
hold
on.
on, hold
Like,
on.
I'm trying to like be on your side. Just like the introduction.
Today I was like,
And then what's today?
Oh, there's a whole
and you know,
app.
I would have not even,
there.
I would have not
3
remembered
p.m.
if it wasn't for
today.
Angel.
Guess-
I could,
Oh, man, like, it's all
George,
there.
it's there's proof.
no, look, I was at the house. My phone was in my room,
And you were still late.
and I was watching TV.
He was very
Hold on.
late.
I was watching TV. It's 2:00, and I'm about to get up to go to the restroom. And my cousin is like, "Hey, don't you record today?" I'm like, "Oh fuck."
How does your cousin know?
I'm like, "Damn it!"
Yeah, how's your cousin reminding you?
I don't know. This-
Maybe
I'm
your
glad-
cousin should be here.
I'm glad that people are around to tell me. I'm glad that people are around to tell me.
Wow.
Yeah, today, like at 3:02 p.m., I was like, George isn't here. Like, I didn't care who else was here or who wasn't. It was like,
She started asking me.
yeah, I did. I was like, wait, so where's George?
I was like, late. This is real.
At least I texted you.
We
saying
don't
I was
make
gonna
it
be
up.
late. I texted.
Yeah, it's not
back.
made up. So confirmation to all the people,
No,
it's not made
it's
up.
not-
George is always late.
Look, future guest, please. I'm never late. It's a one-time thing. I had to eat.
Hey, hold on. He shows up and
Future
he's like,
guest.
I had to
is there
eat.
beer? Like, George.
Okay, wait. Because usually the excuse is I just woke up from a nap. Today's is I had to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to eat.
Okay.
I was eating right before I got
He's
here.
changing it up.
I mean, please help me out.
I'm sorry.
I'm hungry. But anyways, hold on. We talked about dropping people. I wanted to ask Adma and you, since you weren't here last week, when do you drop? When is it where you cut the line and you're like, all right, this person's out of my life, whatever. Has there been anyone recently? You don't have to say their names. If you want to, go ahead. And you want to try to rekindle it?
I feel like Heidi's getting close for Joe. Like Joe's
Borderline.
Okay. Oh, because
getting, my wife.
his wife. Because of what
I
happened
don't
today.
cut people out of my life, but I do quit reaching out.
Okay, you quit
Yeah.
reaching out.
You guys have kind of brought this up. Well, I guess that's different though. Joe brought this whole thing up one time on an episode about like inviting people to do things or to travel. Like after
Yeah.
so many times, you just give up. And I get that. There is certain people, like there's certain people, there's
We want
family.
names. We want names.
There's certain
give us
people
names.
that you
Call 'em
feel not the obligation, but you feel like you still want to include them, so you keep reaching out. But friends are like your outside circle, not your people. Like there does come a point that after you reach out and you're like, hey, you're always the one reaching out. And unfortunately, I think like Ruben said, when you're going through tough times or when you're going through things, like it really does show who's there for you and who's not. That was a big one for me recently. Went through some stuff with my mom, and I think it really does.
Open up your eyes.
It brings up the, who reaches out to you back,
Who sucks and who doesn't suck.
who sucks and who doesn't suck, and who the hell should be out of your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is why we have a
You know,
group
look,
chat
listen,
without
you-
George.
there's people that are just they feel awkward, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I don't judge people like that. I don't think. Because there
I
was a
don't know,
point in my
but there-
life when I was younger where I didn't know what the fuck to say to somebody who just lost somebody or who's going
Yeah.
through something.
Oh,
or,
definitely.
you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
or I guess
and so
not
I'm just
just-
not reaching out.
Yeah, I guess just not that instance too. That was a little example, but like no, just besides that, like scratch that. Scratch that. Just after you reach out a few times and they're not responding, or not that they're not responding, but they're not doing the same, then you're just like, meh. But there is also like different chapters of your life.
But if they reach out later, will you take
Yeah,
them
then
back?
you'll
or-
reply, and then it's just like
That's what I mean. I'm not going to cut you out.
I'm
just
not
going
going
to
to
quit
cut you
reaching out.
out.
Like it's
yes,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'm not going to cut you out. But then if you reach out, then the convo will keep going like we've never left off. But I have learned something not recently, but kind of recently. There is chapters of your life. Like there is people that you feel at a certain time really close to you. Like I can't imagine not being friends or close with this family or this person.
That's true.
And then all of a sudden, like they're no longer in your life. And there is different chapters of your life when it comes to friends and group chats and
Yeah.
You grow, but
gatherings.
just
You
a
grow,
different
you
way.
change, and that's okay. Like that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna like shoot a text and be like, "Hey, happy birthday! Hope you're doing well." But like we're not hanging out Friday night. We're not hanging out whatever day. We're not going to brunch. We're not doing stuff because we're kind of past
Oh,
that.
not brunch.
Damn, that's hard.
That's when you know it's done. It's done for them. Okay, I got a question. Because I think I'm going through this right now where I'm at the point where I already cut someone off, but they're trying to. I get back into my life. I don't know if it's because I hate them or anything, but
Okay.
Red
Well, if you
flag.
hate 'em, then
Don't
cut it
let
out.
back
hold on, no, listen,
Don't reply.
listen. This person's been messaged. Like we have a group chat with it's me, this guy, and this other guy.
Names,
And-
please.
Wait,
No.
you actually
Names.
respond in this group
No,
chat?
I don't respond. I have never responded in the past year that we've had this group chat. Never
Instagram
responded.
handles.
I talked to one of the guys, but I don't talk to this other guy.
By choice?
By choice and just because it's stupid things that they bring up or talk
Right.
about.
So it's somebody you've already.
So you just don't like him.
Yeah.
It's not even that I don't like. It's what he's done to the point where I'm like, you know what, whatever. I don't like this
Yeah,
guy.
so you don't like them.
So is that something of like?
No,
You're
like
not
you should never feel bad
obligated.
about
Yeah.
cutting people out or just not talking to people that you don't want to talk to. Like you
Yeah.
don't. There's not enough time.
We're adults.
Yeah.
We
You
don't
don't
waste
need
that.
to talk
Yeah.
to whoever the
That's
fuck you want to talk
perfect.
to.
That's perfect. We're adults. Like you're at a point in your life where you can decide who you let in your circle, or not even in your circle, who you let in your life and who you don't.
That's
like
every point in your life.
people.
Like, don't put that out there. I want if you're fucking 5 years old and there's a little kid that you don't want to talk to, don't talk to that little.
But I
fucker.
don't think you realize that at
Punch him
5
and
years
then
old.
get
5
tired.
years old, you're not
No.
going to understand.
Like
yet.
I've never had to tell my son this. I've had to tell my daughter this. Like, there's assholes out there. There's people that are jerks, and you don't need, because you were great friends at one point, you don't have to continue that. So, but you don't at 5 years old or at 9 years old, you don't realize that.
Yeah.
Because nobody ever tells them that. You tell them that they have to be nice to everybody. That's
Yes,
the point.
correct.
Like, quit
Yeah.
telling people that. If you don't want
Yeah.
to talk to that person,
You
don't
don't
talk
have
to that
to.
person.
So I've made it a
don't
point
be an
to,
asshole, but don't
just,
talk to them.
You don't have to be best friends. Like, that came up. Like this child was her best friend for a little while. Like,
Oh, no,
you
that's
don't have
heartbreaking.
to. You don't
That is
have to be
heartbreaking.
best
Yeah.
friends. Like,
Yeah,
you can be
missing best friends when you're
friends.
little is
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can
That's the
be
most
friends. It's
devastating feeling.
devastating because that's your entire world. But you guys can be friends. Like you can chase her during recess, but fuck that, she can't spend the night. Like no, like she was a jerk to you.
Can
in
little
front
Joe
of the-
come over?
Yeah.
No,
That takes time.
hell no. I don't feel like Yvette does. Yvette was like protecting this kid last week. I was like, no,
Yvette's
fuck
full of
that.
shit.
I was like,
What
fuck
do you mean
that
she was
kid.
picking him?
kid.
Not
She
fuck
would-
that
you kidding
kid.
me?
But I'm just saying, like,
would've done
I
worse
don't
than you
think
did.
I don't think you were wrong.
Okay,
No,
thank you.
he
I
wasn't
don't
wrong.
You're not wrong.
And the funny thing is, because today he messaged again, specifically saying, George, I know you saw this game. Like, what'd you think? I'm
talking
like,
about completely different things.
He's referring back to the one friend.
No,
that's
to the
wanting
friend, to the
reach
friend.
out to
He
him.
was
Yeah.
talking about the guy you threw the money on the floor.
Yeah,
oh,
I was,
thank you.
but then I
How
followed.
do you agree and keep going?
I don't know. I'm
I'm
sorry. I
so
didn't.
confused
No, sorry.
with how his brain
I'm sorry.
I was like, George got
Sometimes
it.
I think I figured it
confused.
out, Luis, and then
Like-
something like this happens.
I
and
knew
I'm like, what?
exactly where his. I could see
I was
his
just
mind.
gonna, I was just gonna let
Like
it
I
go.
could feel.
I'm sorry,
I could
Alma.
see the hamster wheel going.
Oh my God, I know you just
and,
did
like,
it.
Stop.
Did it go?
And then be like.
For a
It, like,
second,
it hopped
Okay,
on another
so-
wheel,
Yes.
went, and then hopped off and came back. Like,
for a second, I thought George was like, "Oh
He went to
shit!"
the
I was
money.
like,
He went to the money box.
he caught on, and then I was like, I'm not gonna say anything.
never mind. You went to the monkey bars and came back to the wheel.
You need to
Going. Thank you for not being.
I'm
for
fascinated.
agreeing with me.
Ryan.
Thank you for agreeing with me
I
on that
knew
one because
how
fuck
you
that
were
kid
down.
too. Like I was gonna say it to Yvette last week, but yeah, fuck that kid too.
Fuck
I was
that
like,
kid.
How-
Like, it's
how
not
long
your
ago was this?
responsibility to like raise that kid
he-
or
no,
teach him right
not
from
at all.
wrong.
he
That's-
looked like he was 10 or 11, sort of in that range.
How long ago was this? Because he might be able to kick your ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Be careful.
But at 10 or 11,
6
you
years
know,
ago?
at 10 or 11,
was.
you know that your dad is an idiot or he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know better. And it's not your responsibility to be like the bigger person. No, fuck that. See, I don't do well in customer service
Yeah.
because I'll throw some fries at you. Like, no, like buffalo sauce in your eyes.
Hell
Like,
yes.
I thought I handled myself very well at that point, and up to the last straw was just you know what, whatever. I'm like I'm
Yeah.
done with this. I'm
That's
like
what
I
I
want.
said. I wouldn't have thrown the money on the floor, but up to that point, like, and
Yeah.
you
Like,
didn't
no.
do anything wrong. Like, it's fine.
I was talking to Heidi
that
about
guy.
it, and she was like, she was trying to make
would
the
have balled
point.
up the dollars and be like, "Pah." See, this is why I don't work at Wingstop though.
Heidi was trying to make the point of like you have to be professional no matter what, and like you're
It's
working.
difficult.
I was like, no, fuck that
True.
shit. I'm not gonna be
Stop
disrespected at work.
también. Yeah,
That sounds like
I'm not gonna be
HR.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Sounds like
And
HR
she
lady
is
talk.
in HR. Yeah.
Is Heidi
Yeah,
HR?
that sounds right. That sounds about right. Good for her.
No,
She's a
fuck that
better
kid.
person than we are.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Nope, fries to the face.
To let you know it.
spit on the food. No, I never did that to anybody.
I spit in someone's Starbucks
I
coffee
could not.
before.
That's why I've never
What?
worked service industry.
I did. My very first job was working at Church's Chicken. That's my first job. And I
You didn't
was
stay there?
I did not stay there. I know. I could like own one by now.
Over
maybe.
KFC? What the hell?
I know. It was
Church is over at KFC any day.
Hold on, look.
Well, I don't know.
Dude,
Not after
they're
she.
big.
Popeye's over all of them.
Popeye's
Wait,
over
tell your
Church.
story first.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me
might
tell-
change my
yeah, let me
mind.
tell my story. Hold on. So, Church's Chicken was my first job. I was 14.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, well,
Wait,
because
dude,
hold on,
how-
I know it's so illegal. Churches don't come get me. Like it's so illegal. I was 14.
Are we
My
beyond
cousin
the
worked
statute
there.
of limitations?
I think we are. Yeah. Oh, way beyond. It's been a few years. But my cousin worked there, and I was like, she was getting a paycheck every week, and I was like, holy smokes, she get $110 a week? Like, oh shit!
14?
Like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I was in the 8th grade. And so we went and picked her up from work, and my mom was like, hey, get off and go get her. So I was like, fuck this. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to apply here. And sure enough, I asked for an application. I applied. The manager was there, and she was like, hey, are you interested in working? How old are you? I was like, 16.
Oh, wow.
And she was like, okay.
Whose ID
So-
did you use?
I don't even think they asked for an ID. This was Luis. That's so
been a minute,
nice
Luis.
of you. It's been damn it, Joe.
They had no
Can I say
verify
it?
IDs back then. Like, they would just ask you.
I don't really think kids had IDs back then.
You want to work?
It's been a while. But anyway, so I get back in the car and I've got to now explain my job to my mom that I have a job. Like, like I'm expected to show up on Monday at 4 p.m. as a freaking 14-year-old.
After she's done explaining it, her mom's like, so where's your cousin?
That's right. I don't know what happened to my. Anyways, that doesn't matter. That's just a.
Disappeared.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. So, anyways,
We
I
haven't
got
seen
the
her since
job.
then.
Like, I was super impressed that I got the job, like, on the spot. Like, I answered some questions. I was ready. I was like, yeah, let's go. I was in the 8th grade. I played soccer. So my mom was like, oh, okay. Like, you think you can do this? Like, you just lied and tried to get a job. You got the job. You think you need to work at 14. You're in the 8th grade. I'm going to teach you a lesson. I'm dropping your ass off Monday at 4 p.m. And I was like, oh, come Monday, like during lunch, I was like, oh shit, I have a job to go to. I gotta go clock in. And I didn't think that one through. Like it was great until like I had to go do it. And so anyways, I actually ended up working there for about,
Till you were
I don't
16?
know, like 10 months, like for longer than 2 weeks. Like I made it.
Did you ever
So
throw fries on anybody's face?
I didn't because I think I was too young to know better.
Oh, okay.
Like I was too young, so it was like I
take the
did that.
abuse.
You were too scared to fight
I
back?
was like I was just like, okay, I'm sorry, but if I would have known better, a drumstick to the forehead. Like that would have been great. But yeah, no. That was my like fast food service job was at 14, and I was the only 8th grader, like going to North Park every Friday.
Full-time
Like
job.
North Park.
like yeah.
To shop.
To shop.
Oh, at the shop. Okay.
Yeah. Like I was
Okay. We're back. We're back.
You bought one T-shirt.
no, back then, like you could get two for
Shit,
50
yeah.
or something. Hell yeah. No, it was awesome. I was the only one
Still can't afford
shopping.
North Park. She was shopping there.
So where was this job?
Where
Like,
was this? In
what city?
East Dallas.
Okay.
So by Knox, Henderson,
Yeah.
I don't know, somewhere over there, off like 75 and
Still
something.
there?
It's no.
I don't think it's
now
there,
at
no.
Dickies or at
Oh,
Marcos y
there?
Mas. Yes.
Andrea's 14.
So,
That's what
so
happened.
keep in mind.
I need to know where this place is.
So keep in mind, I lived in Pleasant Grove at that point, and
That was
it's
a haul, man.
it
Yeah.
was a haul on a weekday on 75. My mom was like really trying to teach me a lesson. She was like committed to be like, okay, you think you could do this?
I'm like,
Drop your
I'm
ass
not
off.
quitting.
She met you there. She was like,
It was just
yo,
them two going at it.
So then, like, here we are, like on Friday's paycheck day. Like, take me to Ace Cashing Place or whatever.
You didn't even have a bank account at that age.
No, I was 14.
How did you cash your check without an ID?
The government would have questioned a checking account with a paycheck
Ace
for
wouldn't do it. You have to go to a
14-year-old.
corner store.
No,
No, you can
I
go
went
to
to
Ace
Ace.
Cash.
No, hell no. I had the VIP Ace card. What?
Oh shit!
Do you all remember that? Does anybody?
Hell no.
Wait, so you?
We had a corner store.
So clearly, you guys never like went to go cash a check at
I don't
Ace.
think
This
I
point,
started
you
working at
defrauded
Fridays.
churches and Ace.
I don't think I started
The
working
fee
at
was too high
Fridays.
for me.
So no, they
That's
didn't have a
$10
fee
bucks.
that would make me so mad. But anyways, like I'd have this like Ace VIP card in like my little wallet. You couldn't tell me shit. Like I was like on top of the world. I was like buying
60s were a
hot
great
Cheetos and Fanta. Yeah. I just got that. No, I was like buying my friends hot Cheetos. Like hell yeah, you want some? I got you.
Half of the time.
Man,
There you
No,
go.
yeah, no, the good
were
old
that
days. I was that friend. Like times were good.
Oh god.
14 years old.
That's
just
how I got
coming
my
up.
first job. They were like, "Hey, do you want to work?" Yeah, okay.
I think about it now. That's like my son. He just turned 14 last week. Like if I can't
Damn.
imagine him working at a Church's
can.
Chicken.
No, at this point, you should be like,
Look,
I was working at
actually-
He's
14.
pretty mature, and
He is,
he's.
he is
Yeah.
really mature for his
I
age.
could totally see
So-
it. But there's other 14-year-olds. I'm like,
So with that being said, so
not done yet.
Ian just started his little a business. He has a very high. He has a taste in shoes that are not reasonable,
Yeah.
and he likes fishing. Fishing equipment is pricey. Not sure if you guys fish, but that stuff is wild. I don't get it, but it's his thing. So we recently ran into this whole thing like, okay, you like spending a lot of money. Like we need to teach you
A lot of our
the
money.
value of things. So like, all right, you need to start working for your money, which he's done around the house, but like let's make it a thing. So he created a flyer and like created a name for his business and so on and so forth. Last week he was out, we printed out a bunch of flyers in color, used up all the damn ink, and printed out some flyers for him to go pass out. And he spent like 3 hours. It was one of those like 116 heat index days. And he spent like 3 hours passing out flyers and talking to the neighbors and stuff. He gets back and he's like red and sweaty. And I'm like, hey, how did it go? And he was like, it went good. It went good. I'm like, did you hit up every house? And he was like, well, most of the houses, some of them had like no soliciting
soliciting sign.
signs on them. And I was like, okay, and he was like, Mom, I couldn't knock on their doors because they have a sign. And I'm like, no, that you're a neighborhood kid. That doesn't matter. So here's the thing. I want to know how y'all feel about
I'd
this.
shoot 'em.
I was like,
do I have a sign?
Did you not see the
You
sign?
know,
And that's-
at work, you know what? Like one of my biggest pet peeves is
and that's why we don't
people
live
that
in this
think that
neighborhood.
the sign does not apply to them.
All right, so
yeah.
No parking.
yes,
Oh, it's not for me. Oh, do
So-
not enter. Oh, it's not for me.
yes, this is where I'm going with it. So he was like, well, I couldn't knock on everybody's house because it had a sign on it. And I'm like, okay, well, doesn't matter. You're a kid. Like, it's okay.
You know what I would do?
And I was like, that applies to businesses.
I would open the door and look at the sign, and then look at your kid, and then look at the sign, and then look at your kid, and
Again.
then shut the door.
This is why we don't live in this neighborhood. So, anyways, I was
You don't
just
live
like,
here because you're afraid of gunshots. Let's be real.
yes.
Okay, this is the second time someone brought up
This isn't
gunshots
that-
in this neighborhood.
this
Oh
and
no!
I'm like,
It's
this
Luis,
is not the
We're
hood.
here.
is not hood.
We're here on Friday nights often, and there's a lot of gun violence
What the hell? When?
There's apartments
house?
right there.
around the
There's
area.
apartments.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess
what that
you're not
means.
that far from
Yep.
that.
Okay, sorry.
So, anyways, I'm like, so that doesn't matter. Like, you're a neighborhood kid. That goes for businesses. And he was like, Mom, I am starting my business. Like, I am a business. I'm starting a new business. And I was like, oh shit. Like, yeah, he is. I felt so bad because I just was like, you're a kid.
Yeah.
So I didn't acknowledge that he was starting a business. And
Wait,
he
what did
called
you
me
say the
out.
business
You also called this flyer little.
I did say when they
Show them your little flyer.
They were over. They
that's
were over
gotta-
the other day, and
yeah.
I was like trying to get him some business. I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, Ian, go pull out your little flyer." And Joe's like, he pulls out a full size flyer, and Joe's like,
That's not why I said that. Just because
Yeah, it's
just
you're
a
diminishing
flyer.
it.
You're
Yeah,
diminishing
exactly,
this.
yeah. So,
belittling.
anyways, he didn't. I was just like, that doesn't apply to you. That applies to people that are selling like solar panels and stuff. Like,
Knives.
you're not doing that. Like, I mean, so here's the thing. Like, if somebody's coming and knocking on the door and selling a solar panel, or like talking to me about Jesus, like, don't. There's a sign.
Is that
like,
still
don't.
apply?
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly,
They might
that's why
argue.
we
Jesus
put
is
it
a
up.
business, man.
Yeah, I'm saying. No,
That's
yeah, I just
why we
wanted to
put
make
it
sure.
up, because Saturday mornings at like 7 a.m. They're like, I'm like, no, fuck. It's my only day to like sleep in.
I need to get a sign.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
that's what I'm saying. I need a sign.
At first, I was really annoyed by it because it's on our front door. Ruben, like, it's a sticker on our front door, and I was like, that's so tacky.
Yeah, that's true.
But after people stopped knocking on our door, I was like,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Bedazzle it and shit.
But here's the thing, though. Like, I want Girl Scouts to come knocking at my door.
Okay.
Like, come sell
Nobody
me.
does that. Like, kids don't do
Yeah,
that.
don't.
Come sell me cookies. Kids do sell.
You have to go to the corner
don't
store.
show
So not,
your-
not the
yeah.
corner store like Tom Thumb.
You're
or
the-
Oh,
Wait,
they're in
I
front
guess
of-
never mind. They live in a
Just
gated
put-
community,
just
so
put
their
like-
kids still do that. They're
Just
probably-
put like
yeah.
except for
It's safe
food or
Except
you know,
for
whatever.
like treats.
Oh, wait,
and
y'all are
stuff. We are
Red,
not.
red,
That-
red,
that-
red.
Got it.
They should say unless you're a Girl
Wrong.
Scout, no soliciting.
See, yeah, I guess I need
Yeah,
to like
yeah.
extend the sign a little, like specify who can and who can't. But
You know,
like,
barcode,
so-
scan this, and
Yes, but he didn't knock on half the doors because they had signs, and I was just like, "Fuck that! Go knock on the door." Like,
So you asked us how we
Go
felt
for
about
it.
it. How do you feel? I told you
Yeah.
what I would do. I'd shoot him. What do you do?
I mean, it says no soliciting, so
I wouldn't answer the door. Yeah.
what would I,
don't
do?
know,
I
that's
would
it.
just wouldn't answer the door.
Yeah, no. So you think if it applies to the kid
Does
trying
it
to sell
apply
you
to your
lawn
neighborhood
mowing
kid?
services?
Yeah, it applies.
it applies to the kid.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does.
I think
People,
so.
people
It
just
should,
don't want
just
to be
'cause-
bothered.
I think
Yeah.
people need to learn, even kids, that the sign applies to you. That's
So
to my point.
he respected it.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
he
that's
didn't
good,
knock.
good on him.
Yeah,
Okay.
it really
good
is
for
good.
him.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, good for him. It did. He respected their sign. He didn't knock on the door. Alma would have been like, "Open up! It's the police! It's the police!" But even though it's not the police, it's going to get you to answer your door.
Yeah.
So hey, would you like your car washed?
No,
I'm making a sale, goddamn.
Yeah, we're
No.
trying to
Work
make
for
money
Kirby.
here.
I wouldn't.
These Nike Dunks are expensive.
Oh, no, yeah, definitely.
Nike Dunks, it's a thing.
So glad I had girls.
What do you mean?
girls
No,
are
I mean,
into dunks.
Does he go to?
Oh,
wear
girls are
shoes.
totally.
Does he go to
into Dunks.
sneaker con and everything to?
He hasn't. So
Okay.
Andrew, my oldest
George will take
son,
them.
who has gone to sneaker con and
Oh,
stuff.
you see them literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Olivia.
I don't
has
like.
some
I don't
of
like the lows.
Yeah, the lows are cool. So those are some. That is not what the ones that he wants. That's not what they cost.
No, yeah, no,
those.
definitely.
Those are little kids, probably.
Oh yeah, they're probably toddler sizes
No,
that cost
I mean
one.
the ones that they probably bought, they're like 500, 600
Yeah.
now.
So he hasn't been to Nike
Stupid.
Con. My
I'm
older
gonna have to have a
one,
talk with your son.
my older son has gone to Nike.
Sneaker con.
Sneaker Con
Yeah.
and has loved it, and like he's purchased things there, and it's been cool. Whatever, it's their thing. But he, you know, if you work for it and you use your money on it, that's your choice. Go for it. Like that's what you choose to spend your money on. You
Yeah,
work
you buy the
for it,
right
so
ones, they
whatever.
appreciate.
Joe, are you okay?
Yeah, exactly. Like I wouldn't buy any sneakers more than like 300.
I mean, I wouldn't buy any.
No. Like I
the
would
people
buy
that
more than
do,
100.
Yeah.
The last ones I bought I bought some that were actually $250, and it's because I've always wanted these shoes, and they're the only ones I've ever wanted. I usually don't buy
Yeah, I
myself
think
shoes.
250 is
The
about
Yeezys.
average
Yeah.
these days for tennis
The
shoes.
Yeah, because a long time ago.
You buy $250 tennis shoes for yourself?
So let me say this.
She does.
I know.
She does.
Let me say this. So it's different maybe for me than you guys. I wear tennis shoes every single day for work. Like that's what I wear. So if I'm standing in shoes, like I can't
She's
go
a
get
track runner.
50.
You have the ons.
the world track. I do have ons. They're
She's
awesome.
in the world.
I have ons.
World
They're
track
awesome.
runner.
The what?
Ons shoes.
They're awesome shoes.
They're pretty damn comfortable.
I got Hocus.
Oh look, Luis has them on.
What are those?
He has a dad version.
Oh,
but
those.
still.
There you go.
These are more comfortable.
The dad version.
The dad version.
Yeah.
These were the most expensive shoes I bought.
Yeah, because for us, it's like we buy boots, $300,
Well,
$250
yeah.
Exactly.
boots.
So
Boots
that's
are
where I was
spent
going
But they
with
last
it.
us about a year, whatever.
Yeah. And I'm standing all day. I'm standing for 8.5 to 9 hours. So I need to be comfortable in whatever I'm standing in. Hard
Also,
floor.
honor the most comfortable
with
shoes I've ever had.
To me, it was fun though. I mean, I used to buy shoes like whenever they came out, 200, 250, but then resell them for like 500, 600. So I mean, I was making money.
What?
How does this work? Do y'all like just pour another drink or
Yeah.
do I have to like
Ask for permission. No, just. Well, you put it too far.
Why would you put it over there?
I don't know because there's a little mini chair over there and
You
it's
brought a whole
She brought a
bag?
cooler, man. She
You brought a cooler? Like,
Hold on, put that on
Can I put
camera.
my beer there?
no. Why are
that
y'all
up, bring that
trying?
Bring that up.
We usually just let our beer sit here and get warm. She's like, no, my shit's gonna get hot. I'm bringing it.
Yes. Like, I don't want to drink warm.
put it on top.
Why don't I have a mini fridge over here?
How do we just George doesn't want us to buy one?
Like that's what you guys are getting for Christmas. They sell these
That's
like
exactly
mini
what I did,
fridges
right.
that hold
I said it no.
Santa's real.
beer. Now you believe in Santa.
And now I believe.
Yeah, I did say no. You're right. A long time ago. What
Wait, what beer is that
do you mean?
that you're pouring?
it's a
It's a Margaritaville.
Oh, the Cayman Jack.
Or, yeah,
Speaking of
Jimmy
Margaritaville.
Buffett's gone.
Oh,
Hey, so what
I'm
is
gonna
that?
insert the song right here.
Wait,
Right.
can I dance?
What's wrong?
I know. I was waiting for the song.
What's that walk of?
Shame.
Is it the walk of shame that he's talking about?
The fuck you talking about?
what?
That map that everybody has been posting, where it's like from Florida to Texas. To,
Oh, the train, the high speed, whatever.
what is that? No, what,
Fuck, I have no idea.
Everyone's just joking that
Yeah.
we need to have a train that goes to all the
From everywhere to
Margaritaville.
Margaritaville.
oh, that's a good one. I didn't know that's what it was.
But yeah, it's Yeah, I was on a big Jimmy. This guy's
I'm not.
like I wasn't a big fan, but he's a fucking genius.
No, yeah.
Uh,
He made
Margaritaville?
this song
I
and then
respected
built
him.
an empire from
They
just
did.
one song.
They really did. I'm not a huge fan either, but I mean, not that I'm.
I like the song.
I like him.
Yeah,
I like the song, but I don't know all the details about his life. I just know that he's more his following is what beach bum type people, like people that are
Parrot
beach
heads?
Yacht
boats,
rock?
parrot heads is what they call
Oh, okay,
themselves.
okay.
Yes,
Parrot heads?
like you know
Yeah,
the
that's what they call
Swifties,
themselves.
like they're parrot heads.
Yeah.
His fans.
so cool.
He's got a following, but I think they're all like
I'm-
beach people.
White
I
people.
think if it ever came down to it, I would take the parrot heads over the Swifties.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't say that.
Like, if it was like
all
a
that
hands-on,
war?
hands-on,
Wait,
all that war.
Not if you
Um,
want. Not
like
if
in
you
a
want to miss
fight?
the
Yeah, like fight. Not if I'm gonna shut you down. Or I'm gonna
No,
yeah,
Swi-
it's fine. But
Parrot
like,
heads
I think I'd take the Swifties all day.
fucking like apocalypse. We're going at it.
Oh,
I'm
we're
going
going
Swifties.
over
Yeah,
it.
we're
All right,
taking the
we're
parrot
going
heads.
with Swifties for music. No, not even. I don't know.
Anything
Parrot
having
heads.
to do with like
Yeah.
society and
Did
like,
you not see the fight? Wait, was that at the Swift Taylor Swift
No, that
concert?
was at a Morgan Wallen show.
Never mind.
Yeah. We'll try though.
So yeah, parrot heads. It is. I don't know. And so it's 5 o'clock up in heaven now.
Somewhere.
He's gone.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about it.
Wait, so
So
Margaritaville.
do you know why he passed? This is kind of
No,
crazy.
actually,
I didn't
So
know.
he
Why?
passed away from. He had been battling Merkel cell carcinoma, for about
what
4
kind of cancer is
years.
that?
So Merkel cell carcinoma is a skin cancer. It carcinoma cells
common to beach bunnies or
build. So
parrot heads.
Yeah, parrot. So it's kind of crazy. He died from something that he was on a boat all the time and he was on the beach all the time. So it finally got
Beach bunnies.
It got him.
Oh.
It took him out.
Damn.
That did it. Wear your sunscreen,
Wear
people.
your SPF.
Yeah.
I literally only ever listened to him on my parents' white friend's boat.
Yep. That sounds about
That's the
right.
only reason I knew who Jimmy Buffett was.
I
Yeah,
listened to him
that
when-
sounds about right.
when my
No,
dad's
the
car.
only reason I ever listened to that song is because there's that one live version with him and who is it? It's a country. Is it Alan Jackson?
I don't think it's Alan Jackson.
Luis.
It probably is, but
But that's
That's
how
the
I
only
know
reason?
that song. Yeah,
okay, I gotta get to
it's
this.
a
Like,
very famous song. I would have known
It's
it.
5
eventually.
o'clock somewhere, but with him and Alan Jackson.
Yeah.
so he created this song, right? And is that where margaritas came from?
No.
So wait, what are you saying?
Oh my
hold on, no.
This is why. This
Go ahead.
is. Oh God.
Alma, this is when Alma just screams at the fucking radio. Like,
Exactly. No, literally, Adrian. Every week, I'm like, God.
No,
damn
listen.
It, George.
So to our listeners,
I was saying-
I was like one of our very, very first listeners. She's a good friend of ours, and like they've listened to every episode, and from
picked
day
apart
one.
every episode.
Yeah, we get texts, we get
They're like,
comments.
"What's wrong
and
with
most of
George?"
them are like, "What the fuck is wrong with George?"
Wait, hold on.
George
I didn't know you were
on
going to
there?
say
Isn't
that.
that what
I
you
was going to
said?
say something positive.
I'm not.
Wait, so real quick, the margarita was actually invented by a guy named Francisco,
Bullshit.
quote, Pancho Morales.
Pancho,
Or he claims that he
yes!
created it in the summer of 1942 whilst
Where?
working in a bar called Tommy's Place on Juarez Avenue
was
in
gonna say.
Ciudad Juarez.
Is this the Juarez story or
Yeah.
the San Antonio story? That's the real story.
Let's
That's
go.
That's
Let's
your
go.
people's place. That's cool.
Juaritas, saludos a la gente de Juaritos.
Damn, I didn't
awesome.
know margaritas came from there. Cool.
Are you serious?
Cool.
Caesar
Yes.
salad is
There's
also
like
from
the
over
common
there.
story is that they came from some place in fucking San Antonio or something. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's a common one. Yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
See, no, okay, that's what I
no,
knew. He
Caesar
didn't
salad was
create it.
the-
That's where it.
Doesn't it make you proud when like you hear about something that a Mexican did?
All
You're
the
like,
damn time.
"Fuck yeah. Then you hear something on the news. You're like, please, like before the picture comes up, you're like,
Don't let it be
please
brown.
don't be Mexican. Don't be Mexican.
Oh,
don't
yeah,
be
yeah.
Mexican.
Like a
oh,
like
shit,
a-
he's Mexican. Like,
Like a
no.
school shootout or something. I'm
Yes.
like, please, come on.
Please.
Don't let it be this way. Don't let it be this way.
Nowadays, you can't go with the name because like Mexicans love,
American names for some
American
reason.
names.
La Britney,
Yeah.
Jonathan,
Kevin.
El Kevin.
el Kevin, y el Jonathan, and you're like,
Jonathan.
God damn it. But so now you just have to wait for the image to come out, and you're just
Wait,
like,
what's your son's name?
Jose Aiden.
Moving on.
edit this part out. Yeah. So
Yan.
anywho, there you go. Thank you, Luis.
Juan
But
Antonio Ian.
Juan Antonio Gian.
yeah, that. Yeah. His name is actually Antonio.
Oh,
you
perfect.
His middle name is Antonio. Ruben's middle name's Antonio. Yeah. So I was gonna have a junior but yeah, it's Ian Antonio.
Did y'all know the Caesar salad was also made in Mexico?
No, I did
I don't
not.
remember the story, but yes, I did. Because one day I looked
In,
up famous
Tijuana.
shit from Mexico.
I was
Like
gonna say
if you
Juarez.
would put $100 bill and been like,
Color
d-
TV.
It's weird that it's become a
I thought it was an Italian thing.
Yeah, but
I would
no.
have bet you some real money on it
Hey,
being
being
Italian.
Italian?
George,
Yeah.
the look you gave me, you knew that, right?
About what?
Color TV was invented by a Mexican.
No, that one I didn't know. That one I didn't know.
How come?
You can't
How come
give me
I
a
don't
nod
get
on
off
that
for-
one.
Hot Cheetos was, which
Oh,
I was so
yeah.
fucking proud
Did you
of.
watch that movie?
Yes.
Yeah, the
Why don't I get offered a
They
Caesar
made a
salad
movie
when I buy
that-
tacos?
on Hulu.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Great point.
We need to get that back.
Why don't you get offered what?
A Caesar salad while I wait for my tacos to be ready.
Would you like a salad?
Salad while you wait.
Caesar salad.
Like a starter
That's
salad
fine.
while you wait for your
Con
tacos.
tacos de trompo. Like, ew.
A huevo.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know.
So, talking about, like, I was really disappointed with this one. A girl, Alexi Traviso, 19-year-old girl from New Mexico. Well, this is like
Oh, yeah.
going way. Oh, you know about
I think
this?
it's cooking.
So
I
this
love
is
that
like,
she came prepared.
this is like going way off subject, but along the lines with like, don't let it be Mexican, don't let it be a Mexican. And her name was so obvious, and I was like, damn it, come on. So this 19-year-old girl from New Mexico, there's this big controversy. So I'm a fan of like crime podcasts. Like I'm the biggest crime junkie person there is.
Same.
Like even Dateline, not just podcasts, but like I'll watch hours of Dateline.
I listen to the Dateline
like-
podcast all the time.
Yeah. And like every week, like I'm just crime is my thing. I always said like if I didn't do what I do now, I would have gone into that
Criminal? You
field.
would've been a
Criminal,
criminal?
like
Criminal.
yes,
want to be on that podcast.
Blood
learning from
splatter.
one way or another.
Yeah, not blood splatter expert, but like creating the splatter. No, not exactly. But I just like it really catches my attention. So this was a big story in the crime world this week that this 19-year-old girl went to the hospital, went to the emergency room with her chief complaint was back pain. Like she was in the emergency room because she had back pain and ended up at some point going to the restroom and giving birth to a baby. Gave
This
birth
is like
to
it's an old story, right?
how this
It's happened a few times.
Is this the one?
It's happened.
Is this the one
Right.
with the mom? Mom's involved.
My,
Wait, what was her name?
Sorry,
again?
go ahead. Finish the story.
Alexi.
How old was she?
19.
19-year-old girl. So, I guess Luis won't give us a date right now. But anyways, the reason this story caught my attention was really interesting.
It
went into
happened
the
like 4 days ago.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought last week. Yeah. So it
Oh,
happened.
she's
And
accused
again-
of murder.
Hold on. Can I tell my story?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Please?
please
I
stop.
caught
This
myself.
is my
I caught
moment.
myself.
So, I mean, and yes, this happens often, more often than we would like, but gives birth to this baby in the restroom at the emergency room and strangles the baby to death.
Oh, okay.
Strangles the baby to death.
That's way different. Not the one I
And
was thinking. Yeah.
strangles the baby to death and then goes back, gets herself together, goes back to her room wherever they're triaging her. And a nurse later, like moments later, goes into the restroom and discovers this like bloody massacre in the restroom. And they're like, what the hell happened in here? Apparently, like there was tons of blood everywhere. And they find this dead baby. And dead baby still attached to the umbilical cord. And they not sure. Maybe a couple of you guys have maybe snipped an umbilical cord before. No, you guys weren't part of that. That's terrible.
Gross. That's disgusting.
You're not a real man.
Oh,
You did it,
shit.
yay, Joe. Okay.
I'm not.
So, anyways,
sorry.
We got
umbilical
a
cords, the
female
tissue, the tissue's tough. Like it's not soft tissue. It's very tough. And Joe, George is gonna like vomit, not on my
keep
drink.
going. Keep going. Keep
Let
going.
me move my drink. I don't need him vomiting in my drink. But so, anyways, they find the umbilical cord and it's shredded like a string cheese.
What?
And
It's shredded.
it's shredded. So she rips the umbilical cord to like disconnect herself from her newborn, strangles it to death, and leaves it there. Goes back to her room and
Why wouldn't you just
Like
flush
nothing
it?
happened.
damn, Luis, what is wrong with you?
Oh, you gotta get rid of the.
Why don't you flush
You
it?
know what?
The
You
baby?
put it in the
That's what you
trash.
just said.
Why not?
Yeah, why
Get rid
not?
of the evidence. Like you
Yeah, you got.
Oh God!
Yeah, do something.
So the nurse finds the baby. They call a nurse, or the person cleaning the restrooms, the janitor doing the cleaning, housekeeping, goes in there, finds this bloody massacre, calls a nurse in, and says, "Hey, like something happened." They find the baby. Umbilical cord is like the nurse described it being. It looked like an animal ripped it apart. Like
She bit that
so,
shit.
she like
She definitely bit it.
She probably bit it. I didn't think about that. Maybe because it was shredded, and the nurse described it being like the end of a string cheese because that's just the type of tissue that the umbilical cord is made out of. So
Mozzarella. Got it.
the girl goes back to her bed of her triage room, and they question her. They're like, "Did you just give birth to a child? Whatever." And she finally admitted that, yes, I did. I didn't know what to do with the baby. So I
Oh my God.
You're at a
choked it to
hospital.
death.
Common.
Yeah.
Problem,
So she
yeah.
just choked it and killed the baby. So here's
where's
here's
the
where we're
story
going.
going?
I know.
Because-
We're almost there. We're almost there.
We
I
just lost a lot of listeners because they can't take the graphic
Hold on.
description.
I'm about to walk out.
I
String
edited.
cheese, umbilical cords, bloodbath.
I
want string
really,
cheese
I was
now.
careful with the way I worded this too. I'm taking it easy on
George
y'all.
already threw up in
So
his
I
mouth
know
twice.
George is like green right now. So hold on. They obviously she's gonna be charged
Wait.
with something, but she gets
Last
released.
time I interrupt you. Do you want to tell us what you do for a living?
In a little bit. So she goes, the girl goes back to the room. They confront her and she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. Girl gets released And, she's charged, but I guess between her going to trial or whatever, they
Oh,
bond
okay.
her out. And she goes back to school, to the University of New Mexico. She goes back to her classes like nothing ever happened this week. And people at the university are like, no, hell no. You don't get to go back to school like nothing ever happened. So that's kind of where I'm going with it.
It happened
Should-
in May, but I guess she just
Was
got charged.
Charged with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just saw that.
Okay.
Wait. They let her leave the hospital?
They let
Yeah.
her leave they discharged her. She left the hospital.
The fuck?
And that was the thing. And she went back to school like nothing ever happened. So last week, people were like, no, hell no. University of New Mexico, you can't allow her to continue to be a student and live her life like nothing ever happened. So, yeah, do you guys think that she should have been allowed to go back to school?
Fuck no.
Why is that even a question?
Like, yeah, no, I didn't, because somebody thought that shit was a good
mean,
idea.
Well, I want to know who. Like, I guess we need more information on this. What are the circumstances? Like, how
How did they come
was
to
she?
that?
Yeah.
I guess you're not
bond.
guilty until proven guilty, but I mean that's
Well,
a
but that
pretty
would
obvious
still mean
one.
you get arrested and then you bail out and then they have a trial.
so right, so
But should she be able
while
to
she's
live
bailed
her
out.
life until?
Yes.
So
Yes,
is she?
for sure.
Do you guys believe she should be allowed to live her life normally
Yes.
until
If she was indicted and there's a trial pending, yes, she should.
Yeah.
That's kind of the law of the land.
Obviously,
God, see, no, fuck that.
you're right in
She's a
saying
menace
no.
to
She should
society.
be, she should be on house arrest with no Wi-Fi. You take her TV away. No
Wi-Fi?
No Wi-Fi.
Cruel and unusual punishment. There's laws against that.
No. You get no Wi-Fi. You get no TV. Like, you're not going to sit here and live your normal life when you took
if the
your
F-
newborn's
That's
life.
exactly
If
how
the
it's
FBI gave her a
supposed to work,
bond.
though.
I think
Yeah.
that violates the Geneva Convention.
It does.
No Wi-Fi.
the no Wi-Fi.
I mean, no
The
TV,
no
okay.
Wi-Fi
but
really
no
got you
Wi-Fi.
guys.
Is like, you went too far with that.
Like, here's the thing. Like, that blew you guys away. The no Wi-Fi. Jeez, never mind the fact that she strangled her newborn to death.
You're not
Well,
wrong.
can't prove it.
Between the string cheese and no Wi-Fi, like that, you guys were done.
like,
I really want string cheese now.
stop. I'm thinking about that.
So somebody
instead
got
of Lee
hungry.
saying,
Somebody
I'm
threw up.
never eating string cheese again, he's like, damn, I'm
I
gonna stop by
want
for
some
12 pack of string
I mean,
cheese.
you should
Exactly.
understand that I am obsessed with cheese. So,
I can't right now.
Anyways,
Yeah. If the FBI they gave her a bond and they paid for it, like she gets out, whatever. It's like they did something. Should have raised it a little bit more higher so they couldn't pay her.
Yeah.
If they really wanted her to stay in there.
Also, she's not a menace to society. She's not going to kill a real person.
No, she won't. But
Sorry, not a real person. A bigger person.
So let's unpack that.
babies
Joe.
aren't real,
Let's
huh?
unpack that. You didn't
Babies are
consider
not
the
real.
newborn
It's an imaginary thing.
imaginary
motherfucker
son.
back there.
That motherfucker is not real. So between that motherfucker not being real and actually technically having an imaginary son,
Yeah.
like that's okay. Like an imaginary son's okay and totally normal for some.
That thing in that trash can is
that
not
baby
real.
is not real.
That baby was not
Let's
real.
add that to the
is-
list to dogs and what else?
That's messed up.
Women,
Wait, I don't
your
know.
list.
Yeah,
you, have
so-
you have a hate list.
Yeah, I do.
No, I mean I did see kids or like students posting about it, saying that they didn't feel comfortable being there with that Alexis.
Yeah, Alexi.
I
Alexi.
hadn't heard about that one at all.
Nope. Me neither.
Yeah, that just.
Yeah,
I remember
So how did
the
you hear
original.
about it? TikTok.
Too many
Twitter.
to keep up with.
Twitter.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember
many
the
kill
original
babies.
story, but I didn't hear that she got arrested this week.
So yeah, I didn't know about it back in May when it happened, but I heard about it this week. I was just like, wow.
So speaking of random shit that happens in the desert, did y'all hear about Burning Man?
yeah.
That is
all the-
wild.
Wait,
Stranded
did you see the video of the one guy that was like, a couple people didn't make it last night, but it's okay. We're
did
gonna
not
truck
see
on.
that.
You know what he reminded me of? Like the smash, like his attitude was
Oh,
like
yeah, the-
nonchalant. Yes, the guy with the hatchet, smash. Yeah, he reminded me of that.
What did this guy say?
He was just like talking about how they're gonna persevere and we're gonna band together, and a couple people didn't make it last night, but it's fine. We're gonna persevere. blah,
But
blah,
we're
blah.
going forward.
Yeah.
Like he was totally okay with like giving up a few lives.
Yeah, we're
I'd
we're
follow
gonna
that guy
question
into
that.
It's
war.
now.
all collateral damage, man. It happened.
I'd follow that guy into war.
Only the strongest survive.
Yeah, I saw it. I started watching
So
videos.
is the whole idea of Burning Man not weird to you?
Well,
It's,
Or like the-
it's hypocrisy to me.
what? Why? Explain that to me.
It's
So it's
interesting.
all it's hypocrisy. It's all about environmentalism and everybody works together to build a society. But when they leave, it's trash.
No, see, okay, so
But
that's
you
not.
have to
that's
take
not the-
everything with you. Like
right,
whatever
that's-
you bring
that's
with
one
you.
of their things.
No,
Yeah.
but they don't.
Right, so I don't. I mean, I don't know the first thing
Oh,
about
they-
Burning Man. I've never been.
Okay,
but
so
that they have
I
like
thought
these
everybody
10
followed the
things that they have
rules.
to follow.
Yeah.
and
And they
one of
don't.
them is not leaving.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Thing behind.
That's one of their things, but they don't follow it. Every year
Oh.
there's always a story of locals that are like they fucking
What
left.
locals? There's the
There's
city
like
doesn't
a
exist.
desert.
No, like the closest city to them, and they're like,
Oh, well, that'd be fine.
fucking
That's up to them.
trash, everything.
So there
applies
So there
where
no
they
people.
are.
There's no people there working like cleaning.
No,
No,
they
no.
still they leave sheds up and whatnot. Like
See that they're not supposed to do. This,
Yeah.
this
I don't
city
know what
only
you're
exists
looking
while
at.
this is going on.
Let the camera.
And then it's supposed
all
to
like-
disappear, and that's it.
anti-capitalist socialism bullshit, and
That's
it's
not what it's about. Like the idea behind it is.
Well,
commendable,
no,
I
the
guess,
idea
but-
behind it is community, and you live off whatever you're building within itself, but it doesn't happen that way.
This is just the biggest party.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's,
What do you mean? I thought that's what it was.
They
thought it was
literally
like a
have
festival.
DJs.
Yeah.
They
it's
have
they
DJs
call it
out
the Burning
there.
Man Festival, but it's
Festival?
not a festival.
Which
It's-
means
it's-
if
it's
it's a
supposed to be
festival, they
like-
have really dirty on porta potties.
Porta Johns?
Did you
Yeah.
hear about the plane that they have?
No.
You have to wake up at 5 a.m. to get in line.
Oh, I'm not coming to that.
They take you on a plane so you can join the Mile High Club.
5 a.m. Hell.
And they,
no.
To
They-
join the
How much
Mile
money?
High Club.
I don't know. I didn't see how much it
That
cost.
should be
but
free.
I think it was free. But you go up, you do your thing, and then once you're done, you let the pilots know, hey, we're done, and then they come down.
I didn't see anything wrong with anything. You just said.
So we're
So
just
at the
laughing
end
at
of like
them.
the festival, they do this
They burn the man.
They
they
burn.
burn.
Burn the man at the end
I
of the
think
day, but
It's not
like
a real man. Just to clarify,
Wow.
Fuck, it's hard to explain. Burning Man,
You
I
know
guess.
what?
No, it isn't.
it's just a
Go
big
ahead.
We saw.
No,
That's
you
okay.
could-
Look it up.
It's
That's
a bunch of people that
bunch of white people. You can say that shit. That's okay.
Chris Rock was there. So
It's not a bunch of white people.
It's not.
Oh, I thought it was
talks
because that would
white.
only
He
make
talks
sense to
white.
wake up at 5 a.m. and like no.
No.
No, that was just for the Mile High.
that was
Club
just
thing,
for the Mile
yeah.
High Club.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
A lot of like really quote unquote creative people that get together and build.
That's
a
what it's
community.
supposed. So it's not that anymore because
No.
obviously it's because in the fucking
They have
social media and
DJs and all this shit
influencer,
now,
area, influencer era,
Spell
it's
that.
not that anymore. But that's not at all what it was supposed to be.
No.
It should. It's supposed to be creatives, artists, whatever, and they get together and they create and they art and they survive for fucking 9 days out in the desert, but nothing but what they brought with them, and then they leave, and the place is as it was. That's all it is.
That's
That's
the
all Burning Man
idea.
is
The idea.
supposed to be.
Supposed to
it's
be.
not anymore because
Social
phones,
media.
but whatever.
I really like the city. It looks fucking
Black Rock City.
badass.
There's a city.
Except it's not a city.
No.
The city only gets built for that, and then when they leave, it goes with them, and that's
Actually,
it.
I've never seen images of it. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
I thought some of those
Can
structures
you
were
please
there.
cue that?
Nothing's there, like nothing.
There's
It's just a
not supposed to
desert.
be- It's a fucking. The reason they're having the problem they're having right now, for those of you listening that don't know what the fuck we're talking about, Burning Man is this festival that happens in
New Mexico.
Nevada.
No,
right?
Nevada.
Yeah,
Nevada.
Yeah.
Is it
So
Nevada?
that's the layout. Uh-oh.
See, that looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
thought
It
that-
takes
I
place
thought
in
some of it
this
was
place
like
called
there.
Black Rock City or some shit like that. Black Rock something or other,
Oh, here's a
and it's in a lake that's dried out. So it's basically the bed of this lake that's dried out. So it rained on them.
Enlarge that.
It poured
That's what she
on
said.
them.
It wasn't that much. It wasn't even
No?
like an
It
inch.
wasn't. Yeah.
No
But
way.
it just never
Why
get
do the
any
images
rain.
look? Oh, the images
So-
look
yeah.
tragic.
So this is none of that's there.
No, when they leave at the end of all
I
that's
thought there
gone.
was like bones of something that looked like that.
The
That
people,
would
the
be
body.
cool.
There would probably be bones of the people that.
No, like bones from.
it looks like
structure.
a city from Star Wars. Like
Yeah. That's why I like it.
Yeah, Yeah.
But
So
yeah, anyway, they got rained on, and now they're all stuck in the bed of this lake because it's a fucking lake that got rained on, so it's muddy as fuck.
Yeah,
You can't
I
even
did
walk
see
your way
that.
out of there.
It's
Like,
also
it's that bad.
lows are like 48 degrees.
Yeah,
at
it's
night,
cold.
and so people
it's
are
cold.
they're like
Fuck.
the guy that was saying a couple of us didn't make it. He said, you know, some people might get hypothermia.
Yeah.
and just
Oh,
said it
wow.
so nonchalant, like
But again,
No
that
big
was
deal.
kind of the point of that whole thing. Like, you're
is
supposed to
what it
survive
is.
with
Oh,
through
it's
that.
5 a.m.
They
and
just weren't
survival.
expecting rain because they got a month's worth of rain in one night. I'm glad y'all into the music.
yeah, that was
That's the funny part.
you find everything amusing that's not happening to you. Come on.
Well, I find it amusing because it's
No, the pictures
You
look
kinda
tragic.
did this to yourself,
It looks
like-
like
That
too.
Yeah, you did do. You signed up for this.
it's kind of like
so
you know,
can't be
I'm
surprised.
getting the submersible and going underwater, and I mean, it's kind of the same
gosh.
thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's
you
exactly
can't
the
be
same thing.
shocked when
So the idea of this guy
When you
saying,
die.
those people are talking about surviving Burning Man. He's like, I'm here surviving Burning Man by not fucking going.
I mean, I'm sure there's
Whatever.
people that go to those that are like really prepared to survive,
yeah.
and then there's people like influencers
and there's a
that
bunch
are
of
like,
idiots.
That's the
Oh,
thing.
shit.
Like, those are the guys that
Yeah.
are suffering right now. I
because
think
yeah.
they have art installations like this type of stuff, and so obviously the Instagrammers are going to be like, oh, I got to go take
Yeah.
a picture.
I actually did
Yeah,
think that
man.
was
But like
cute,
all
and
that
I could
shit,
take
like
a
they
picture
go there
there.
and they do that. Like those people,
Yeah.
you're
The
supposed
art.
to go there and
They build
create
it there.
tribute
Yeah.
to these
Yeah.
things. Like if
Appreciate
you just go
that.
there to take pictures, you're not part of the community
Yeah.
that they wanted to build.
I used to think of like maybe one day I'll go to that, but no.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, no.
I've always wanted to until recently that I was like, no, it's pretty dirty out there.
Damn. That bad?
It
It
doesn't. Look,
it's very
clean.
free. Like
Yeah.
people barter. They live out there on a barter system.
Yeah,
and so
just
some
borrow.
people are like performing sex acts to barter
Get your
To
tacos.
eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
taco
to
for
use
taco.
to use an actual toilet barter. So
Yeah.
Well, that happens.
So Alma, what did you think about as a longtime listener, our 1 year anniversary
Episode.
episode?
I really liked it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, you guys did a good job. I'm actually glad that y'all didn't have.
Someone
else?
Yeah, it threw me off when I started
When you saw
listening to
Luis?
it. Yeah, because I was like, it wasn't like I was expecting Ruben to be here. I was expecting like
Everybody
one
was.
of like
I felt bad about that part.
Yeah.
But I actually when. This week's episode was released. I was really happy to see Ruben. I was like, heck yeah, there's a guy we voted for. I voted for Gladys, but I enjoyed Rube. He's a great guest. He makes a good guest. But
He has a good radio voice.
I thought it was perfect. Yeah, he does. It was a perfect that it was a 4 of you guys and it was different. No, it was a good episode.
How does Ruben feel about being number 2 on
Ruben
a
is number
podcast?
2.
As a
Number 2 Ruben.
But I think he's okay with it because he's number 2 has been his number.
Oh, okay.
Like
Perfect.
With what? His
like
life?
his email is
His
like
life,
his thing is number 2.
He's always coming in second best. Like,
No.
like, wow.
Oh no, come on. He like with his fraternity thing, like the number 2 has been with him for a while throughout different things, parts of his life. So
What fraternity?
Ian's names, I don't know. Ian's number for baseball is and basketball. Like his number is always number 2 because Ruben's number is 2, so it's okay. Like
Number 2.
Ruben doesn't mind.
that poop joke really made George laugh.
one of my audience.
We have a number 2 is a good number in our family, so we're okay with it.
Okay.
Derek
Yeah.
Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Yeah, we're okay with it. Juliet actually didn't. Number 4 was taken on her new team.
Was Adrian's number.
And number 4, yeah, number 4 was my number. So Ian's always had Ruben's number, and Juliet's always had my number.
Oh, okay.
And this season we joined a different team, and number 4 was taken, so she ended up getting 4-2. So she's got mom and dad's
That was
number.
my number.
42?
42?
Football? Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. You'll have to tell her. 'Cause she
Wow,
swears
this is
she's like your number 1
crazy.
enemy. Or nemesis. What does she call
Mind
it?
blown.
Nemesis.
Is this
yeah.
a coincidence?
Oh, you'll have to tell her. That's really funny. Yeah. So
All
anyways,
right, so from the beginning of the podcast to now, what are the changes?
you guys have
the
come a long
guests?
way.
Is it better? Is it worse?
You're
what can we
welcome.
do?
I think it's a lot better. Yeah.
Julie's-
It's a lot better.
I
Luce
said
is
you're
like
welcome.
hair flipping over there. It's definitely come a long way visually. I can't say because I just started watching.
You're not a true fan.
I'm a
Shout out-
true.
shout out to Javier.
No. I'm a true podcast fan, so I listen. I'm not
Yeah,
a
yeah.
watcher. Like I listen.
Yeah.
That's my thing as
think
I'm
the
doing
same.
laundry, doing things around the house, or at soccer practice. Like I'm listening.
So how do you feel
So-
about the sound quality of the episodes? Do you think
It's so much better. It's a lot better.
Okay.
All right, that's enough.
That's really what mattered, Joe.
This room is pretty small already for his big head. So I'm like,
I gotta like actually scoot my microphone over as it's growing before our own eyes
fucking hat's gonna buzz?
out of the seams. No, yeah, I think you guys. I'm really proud of you guys. It's awesome.
Good job,
like
George.
it's crazy that you guys have shown up every week for over a year.
It is
now.
crazy.
Are we gonna take a break? We need a break. Come on.
Please.
I mean, most podcasts do seasons, but then I was like, well, what are the chances that we actually come back after the break?
Oh no, we'll definitely come
Yeah,
back.
you guys are
We
committed.
could probably go in like a 2-week run where we
take a vacation.
or record a couple episodes. And then
Oh,
just,
yeah.
You guys would show up.
Y'all can record a couple episodes. Hey, but like make those episodes like 30 minutes. Like make those episodes.
Yeah.
I feel like the podcasts that I follow, if they're off for a holiday, they'll give you like a mini something. Like they'll give you something so you're not missing it, but you're not getting the full regular
We're better
episode.
than what I'm doing.
Which I think is great because we are all used to as a listener from day one. Was it last week? Or the week before when the episode was delayed, we're like blowing Joe and Adrian up. Like, where the hell is the episode? Like, you've ruined my routine. Like, Ruben even admitted he was like I'm at my kid's game and I have to fucking watch and pay attention. Like, this is my time to listen to the episode. He was so mad that he had to like sit there
We
with
ruin
me
people's
and
car rides to work.
yeah, like
talk to people.
talk to people, like talk to the
I
other
guess I'll talk
I
parents.
felt very powerful at that point. I was like, shit, I ruined your car ride?
Yes. So y'all have to like release a mini episode, but yeah, I would say it's a good idea to
Or release it on
Or
take a
time,
little
Joe.
break.
This is
Even just split an episode up into, I don't know, something.
these little mini episodes are gonna be me just going around talking to people.
George out on the street.
Oh my gosh,
I mean,
those
I'm down for
yeah,
that.
those videos that we watch of like people asking questions on the streets. That's hilarious. Yeah, do that for an episode. That's really funny.
I just
What, we
pictured,
just asked George those questions?
That's what I meant.
I was about to say, I pictured Joe
That's what I
questioning
meant.
people on the street and then being like, is that right? I don't know.
Hey, I don't know. Let's ask George. George is like, yeah, that sounds about right. Okay.
Yeah.
He starts agreeing with like crazy answers. Like, damn it, George.
I don't know. We'll see. I probably would do that. Something like that.
Good feedback.
So
Exactly. This is what we needed.
Wait. You never said what your job was.
my job,
Yeah.
what I do for a living.
Yeah.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
But why are you?
Yeah, what
were
is
you-
that?
Why are you so graphic with your description of medical issues?
Because I am in the medical field, I'm a surgical assistant. So talking about like umbilical cords looking like shredded string cheese is no big deal.
She knew the
You
exact
just
words
peel it.
to.
That's what
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
string
that
cheese.
too.
You've had that conversation before.
Yeah, not exactly about umbilical cords, but yeah, no medical field. So if I wasn't doing that, like I think the criminal, I just love
Yeah, no, you want to be a
everything.
criminal. We got that.
Like that really just catches my attention.
Why?
Well,
What part of it? Like, what is it about that?
Killing somebody?
I don't like the investigative work about it because I can like look up some stuff and find out the scoop.
Because I think that there's two types of people that are interested in that kind of shit. Like, it's the people that want to investigate the crime,
Yeah.
and there are people that are interested in the psychology of the
No,
fucking killer.
it's definitely
yeah.
the
I thought you were gonna- I fall
investigating.
into the second one.
I followed the second one.
I will investigate the shit out of something.
like
tell
both.
me something that you like. I don't know. Let's bring up something. For example, somebody said something or did something, and like we'll deny it. Like, oh hell no.
She's got receipts, man.
And
I
that's
got
yeah.
in our
Okay.
text, in our group text.
I,
it's like,
I will.
you
That's
can't
my
forget what you
thing.
said 3 months ago because
No.
she's got fucking receipts for
Screenshots,
everything.
everything.
October 12th,
Yeah.
1968, bitch.
Yeah.
That's what you said. I have it. I'll screenshot it and I'm gonna send it to the group. Like, no.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I know why you say that, Alma. This is like, let's talk about how you feel. How you feel about what she said.
Yes. Yep. No, but that's who I am. I think the investigative work behind it really just interests me. So if I didn't do what I do now, which I love what I do, yeah, investigative work would have been my thing.
Let's start a true crime podcast.
We should. No, the girls, we already decided, like, y'all's wives and me are going to, like, oh, that would be great for, like, we'll give you guys a break. We'll take over the podcast one day.
I'm done with that. I'm down. No, I need a break from the editing.
No.
I enjoy the recording part.
No,
Not the editing part.
no. Here's the thing. You're really going to have to edit it, though.
That's what I do.
We're not committing to that.
Especially after
Yeah.
a wine bottle.
I'm for it. Y'all go ahead.
We should. So, I guess another story that really caught my attention because of my medical background or whatever.
I'm so
have
glad you brought
guys?
stuff.
Yeah, we had no topics.
I literally had nothing.
Well, I'm
coming
glad
in.
y'all didn't have topics though, because I was like worried that y'all'd have topics, and I'd be like,
The only thing
Yeah,
I
go
know
ahead.
about
Bring it on.
so.
yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of drug consumption sites?
Like,
No, like
like you go to
there-
a place to be able to.
No, no, crack.
Isn't that what,
That's what it
isn't that
sounds
what
like.
Amsterdam does? Like,
So
Drug
I
site?
don't know.
Drug
So
site?
here in the United States, so I don't know what Amsterdam does. I've never been there.
you just have bars where you go and smoke.
Yeah.
well,
okay.
but-
Well, no, this is
but
not
for
what
people
that is.
want to do heroin and stuff, like
So,
you go to
those places?
So, yes,
they
correct.
will give
So-
you a dose and make sure that it's controlled
Luis,
enough to where
Luis.
you don't. I know a lot of stuff.
This is now the second or third time you do this.
yeah,
to
he
me.
does. He does. You're right. Stop it
Jeez.
now.
So I thought I was coming after you on this show. Like, I've got a new one to go after.
Thank you. Please go
Look, man,
I'll give you a
I know
break
a lot
now.
of things about a lot of random shit, and I don't know why.
This
I know
falls
it.
under it. That's Ruben. That we call him Wikipedia. Like, you'll bring up a subject and he like says all like his sister named him Wikipedia because you'll have a subject and he like knows all sorts of random stuff and you're like, how? Why do you have
How
that
and why?
saved in your library of random
I
shit?
get bored and I read.
That's what he does. But anywho, drug consumption sites are kind of like overdose prevention centers, is what they call them. We have 2 in the United States, which I just found this out a couple of days ago. I didn't know it was a thing, and thought it was really interesting. They're sanctioned by the city, but they are not technically like legal from like the state or whatever.
Okay.
Can we guess
So-
the states?
You should. I know where one of them's located. I
many
don't
were
know.
there?
There's only 2.
California.
In Washington.
So the one that I know about's in New York.
I was gonna say my second was New York.
Yeah.
New York and
I was
Rhode,
gonna say Chicago.
Rhode Island.
And Rhode Island. I would have never guessed Rhode Island.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
States
So
including
is that it?
Colorado, Nevada, and New Mexico have considered allowing them, but they haven't done it yet.
So they're illegal under like federal law, but they're, sanctioned by the cities. And these are like, people will do donations, like I guess recovering drug addicts will donate to these sites to keep them running. So they have, sponsors and stuff. But the idea behind them is,
It helps wean
it's
people
creating
off.
it's creating a safe space for people to come inject heroin, and there's nurses, so there's registered nurses on sites that will, if you overdose, they're there to save your life. I think out of like 1,500, 1,900,
this a
they
little bit.
saved already 150 lives, something
been
along
saved
those
or
lines.
something?
Well, no, I think they give you the
Heroes.
dose that they're certain you're not going to overdose. And so it's just to like make sure you don't go through withdrawals, and is another way of like helping you wean off of the drug.
So
Like a safer way to-
So the end game is to then bring you into these sites, and you eventually come off of them, or then give you advice on how to like
Quit?
quit.
basically.
I
mean, if they're helping you do it.
So I'm guessing there's a lot of people that just go there and use it as a safe site and don't plan on quitting, which is I'm very ignorant when it comes to drug use. I will admit that.
It's like I guess instead of criminalizing it, it's like you're trying to actually treat it like a illness.
Right, because a lot of these drug addicts are just very disposable to a lot of humans. They're just like, they're not worth it. They're not like, they're just done. You're done with them. And these group of people are saying, hey, they matter. You know, they're people. They're human. Let's try to help them instead of just pushing them aside.
Damn.
They're also being given fresh needles, so
They're giving fresh, clean needles, so you're not spreading disease. Which is a huge thing in the drug addict community. Is just you're doing
dying
drugs,
of
which is
HIV and
terrible,
shit.
but HIV is like spreading at an incredible rate right now. So
I don't know how
I don't know.
I feel
So
about this.
that was my question.
Yeah, me neither.
A lot of people are trying to sign. They're wanting these 2 locations to be shut down because they're like, no, you are. You know, you're
They're
not
treating them like criminals, so they're like, no, fuck
like,
that.
no.
We don't want that shit.
Exactly. Shut it down. You shouldn't have these places open. It's illegal. Why are you allowing this? And then there's other people that are like, we got to help them.
You got
It's hard.
Okay, Luis, tell us what you think. You've
yeah,
thought
you're
about
right.
this before.
Well, because the first time I heard about this was when I was looking into Amsterdam and how they treat drugs and drug illnesses and whatnot.
Because
and,
it's a lot more common, not common, but it's a lot more acceptable over
Yeah.
there.
yeah, and their crime rate is ridiculously low because
Everybody's high.
either that or they help you
They
not
can't
be on
function enough to
drugs.
commit a crime.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm for it because it's instead of putting a bunch of people in jail, you're helping wean them off. Granted, I'm sure there are those people that are just going to keep going and
Use
they're
it
getting their
as
dose.
yeah.
Just to
I mean,
keep
if
going.
you put somebody in jail, you're weaning them off.
I mean,
that-
they're getting high in jail.
But more than likely, they're coming out
Somehow.
and
Yeah.
going to continue doing it. This way, it's like an Alcoholic Anonymous or AA or whatever.
There's already a Narcotics Anonymous.
Yeah, but that's for people that are like they're already off and trying to stay off. This is like you're trying to help people wean off, which right now the only other option is like Suboxone and stuff like that, and that's another drug that people get addicted to get off another drug. So
Yeah.
So
and
do
then
we
it's just a
have,
vicious cycle is a
Do
problem,
we have
though.
statistics on
So-
how many people are
Success
getting
rate?
off?
I mean, it's just open. So
So it just opened not that long ago, and I think what I read was like 1,900 people have injected at this safe space,
sakes.
and they've saved 150 lives so far, and that was with Narcan.
How do you?
But
What is
people
the other-
overdosing.
Like somebody overdosed and
and
brought
then
them back?
they're
Okay, well,
there to
that's-
save them, and that's the purpose of the center, though. Like you go there, you inject, they give you you have these clean needles to do it with, but you just do your thing. It's like BYOB, but you're bringing your own D.
What else? Okay, so is
No,
that how it
you're-
is? Is that all it is?
You're bringing your own
'Cause
drugs.
I'm getting like mixed information here.
You
Because if that's all it is,
don't
then
provide
I'm
it.
for it.
no. Yes, they're not supplying you with heroin.
Obviously not. But
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
okay.
supplying
It's
you
you
with
bring
needles.
your own. They're supplying you
It's
with clean
basically
needles.
here's the place. Go
Here's
to
the
it.
place,
If
here's
you happen
the
to be ODing, we're gonna bring you back.
That's what it is.
Okay,
That's all it is.
That's all it
then-
is.
I don't have a
Yeah.
problem with that.
I thought they were giving them drugs.
No,
I was
no,
like,
I
no,
didn't think they were
no,
giving
no,
him
no.
drugs, but I thought they were like, if you want to do it, come here. And he at one point said they
Yeah,
were
that-
administering.
or,
No, they're
certain
not.
or like
dosages.
not administering, but like
They're overseeing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even that, I have a problem with.
So like
they're
there's
helping out.
you're doing
Yeah.
your thing. There's a nurse standing there and making sure that you don't overdose as you inject because it's immediate. It's not like taking an edible and waiting an hour.
No, it hits.
Like it hits you. So, talking about taking an edible and waiting an hour.
No, I'm not. It's okay. You can wait another. We'll wrap this up soon. It's
I
okay.
know we
You
were
can-
taking a break. No, like
Episode 2
with
in a
saying
couple
that,
hours.
I don't know. I'm like a little. I think it's wrong, but it's right because you're keeping people safe. But also, I
It's
grew
like a
up.
safe way.
It's
yeah.
but I grew up in a household where even like just marijuana was a drug. Like
Well,
my
it is a
parents,
drug.
it is a
it
drug,
ain't.
but you know what I mean?
It's
Like
just-
my parents, like I was well into my adult life before I was okay with like just the idea of weed and not being like, damn, you're a fucking drug addict.
Oh, you would.
Yeah.
That's what you
Well,
would
if you're
say.
addicted
Yes.
to it, you are.
Yeah.
Correct. But just being around or being in the same room
Yeah,
with
just-
it would like freak me out because it's like a drug. Like I did grow up.
Shit, there's a drug
like,
here.
Yeah.
I was okay with alcohol. Like I'm taking shots at, you know.
Kids
It's
parties.
13.
No. Not at 13. I had a job at 14, but I was not taking shots until I was like an adult. And, you know.
I mean, you grabbed the beer on the way home, right? Like, your mom pulled over.
So
That's
actually,
right.
3
Grab the
days
beer.
ago, the DEA started reviewing whether or not to remove marijuana
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Schedule
That's
1,
so.
which is the same
So
as
Sleepy Joe's making that a thing. Like he's trying to like
I thought you were talking about you.
reduce it.
She's not talking about me.
Joe is not sleepy. Yvette is because of the lack
He went
of
to
sleep.
pretty early. Like, but yeah. he
Joe
like-
is not lacking sleep. Yvette is, to be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho,
But yeah, so they're trying to like minimize the.
Wait, you're saying he's sleepy and he's doing things?
What? Stop. Okay, keep
Oh, wait, damn it. No, anyways, they're trying to like decriminalize marijuana. But that was always in our household growing up. Like, man, if you smoke weed, you're a druggie. Which now,
Yeah.
as an adult, I'm like, so is that typical for our
yes, I
Mexican
grew up the
culture?
same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Gladys
It's a
is still the
Mexican thing?
same. Like,
Gladys,
Really?
Gladys
Yeah.
thinks
No, she's
people are
just like,
druggies if like you're.
weed. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with weed. Yeah.
She could never go to Colorado.
Oh, I think she had a bad
Wait,
experience.
has she
but
tried it?
Oh, okay.
She had a
Had a bad
very
experience.
bad
Anybody
first
that
experience.
has a bad experience will be like, no.
She got tricked by Yvette.
Dude, we don't say names on this podcast, goddammit.
We were just asking for names earlier.
Yeah. Give us
None were
names.
given.
It's like, give
Did I
us
say
names
Yvette?
when
I
they're
meant
speaking
Lizette.
to me.
Ah, shit. Well, she was
Edit
also
that
there.
part out.
We were all there.
But yeah, is that a thing? Like, is that a Mexican thing?
I think so.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so it's not just my parents. Traditional
I think
Mexican thing.
they're also Americans, so we did think that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
back in
'cause
the
I think
70s, 'cause
it's, I mean, you know,
that's what they fed you in
Right.
school. It's what the government fed you with. This is a drug, and this is
Yeah.
bad. It's
it's
whatever.
it's
Yeah,
going
they're-
it's going away because the new generation
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
okay with it, and the
Yeah,
old
that's true.
generation is still
Literally,
around.
fucking Reagan and his wife spent an entire decade making
fighting
Yeah.
for fucking
Yeah.
idiots.
They would do
You ruined
some-
my childhood.
That's who we need to be mad at.
they would
Yeah,
take
seriously.
you and do some kind of
Sleepy Joe's
assembly.
trying to do the good,
I-
good for the people.
Yeah, how dare him? No,
Anywho, yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I was the same way until I guess I started being around it, and I was like, oh,
I was like way past high school into college to where, you know, before I was around it and didn't like panic. Like people drank. I mean, and I keep in mind, I grew up in Pleasant Grove and I will say I'm very naive when it comes to certain things. Like I just didn't realize a lot, I think, because I went to a Pleasant Grove middle school,
Wait, is
elementary
this
school.
who y'all were asking me
in
about?
high school, but I just didn't. To me, like people drank in high school, but people smoked.
Literally in high
But
school.
it was just not like our thing, and I just turned the other way, and it wasn't a big deal.
is Alma the reason y'all were asking me where I went to middle school or whatever?
no,
Because I grew up in Pleasant Grove and
I don't think I don't remember why we asked you.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Coffee Girl grew up in. She's from Pleasant Grove, like her
Yeah.
cafecito.
Stop.
Pronounced,
you said it right.
pronounced correctly, cafecito.
You said it right. Yes.
But yeah, it like I don't know. I grew up clearly around it, but I was just naive to it, and my parents
Yeah.
thought it was really, really bad, and I didn't want to be that druggy disappointment.
Yeah, I think my parents are still like that. Or no, my dad, not my mom.
Yeah, and they're still
Pretty
that
sure
way.
your
Yeah.
mom's running a drug business.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, is
that's
that where
what
we
I'm
can go get edibles after
In
this?
Arizona, you need something? I hit her up.
Swing by.
No, yeah,
It is legal out there.
Arizona.
Yep.
it's legal.
Yeah, we were over there. We were in Phoenix like the
Oh, I
week
didn't know
after.
that.
Yeah, I think it happened last year. Because we were in Phoenix over the summer, which was the worst fucking idea. It was like 120 degrees, and
Yeah, it's really hot over there.
a bunch of weed stores were doing this like
Special.
grand opening specials.
Cool
Yeah.
off with a joint.
I think I walked out of the cool off with the joint.
Come get a Slurpee.
Yeah.
THC.
They sold
Slurpee.
drinks and stuff. They sold
Oh.
fucking like
See, that's genius.
THC beers and whatnot. So yeah,
Not a bad idea.
We don't condone the use of marijuana.
No,
on this
no, it's a
show.
drug.
Just letting y'all-
No, we
it's a
don't,
drug.
yeah.
It's illegal.
It's illegal still,
Don't do it.
guys, in the state of Texas.
Yeah,
It will
Especially if
for
you're
a
in
long
Texas,
time.
don't do it.
Don't cross
Yeah, I think
border
it's okay.
lines.
Unless you have
know,
a medical reason, in which
Still-
case
Luis.
it's fine.
not in Texas.
No.
That's a cover ourselves. legally
For
here.
real, stop.
But no, it's a surprise to some people, and I say some people very close to me. I won't say names because we said we wouldn't do that.
Everyone around the table.
But not anybody in this room, somebody within like a 10-mile radius, was shocked to know that you cannot cross
State lines.
state lines with
The drug?
marijuana.
Wait,
It's a thing.
Someone was not.
It's
We're not talking about that.
I don't know why.
It's not me
I
this
don't know
time.
why
Y'all got
anybody
any
did
other
that.
topics?
Let's move on.
It's not me this
not
time.
your Pothead
It's not me this
podcast.
time.
How
Okay.
dare
However,
people
come on.
bring
Pothead
drugs
podcast is
to
a
that?
great name for a podcast.
Yeah.
Pothead podcast.
Pothead
Yeah, that's
podcast.
actually.
And maybe we can the girls episode. No, that's not
Joe
cute.
Rogan smokes Sunset on.
Does he?
Yeah.
But he's
he
in
records
California,
in
right?
California.
He
Oh,
records.
no,
no,
he's in
it's
Austin.
Austin.
He's in Austin.
Oh, he is in
He
Austin.
moved in Austin 3-4 years.
You're right.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's
well,
because they smoke like on
Yeah.
while
I
recording.
mean, so in
It's
the
iPhone
city
season.
of Dallas or Dallas County, they made it to where you won't get arrested if you have under 2 ounces.
You used to get arrested for
Something like that.
everything.
Oh, I think I
for
heard that. Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
For like a
There
roach
is
in
a
your-
podcast called the Pothead Podcast.
Damn
Hey,
it.
y'all remember those? Remember your vehicles used to come with that little push thing?
Breathalyzer? No, that was just yours.
The
No, the little push
cigarette
lighter
lighters.
thing.
Oh yeah.
Was that
Hey,
not
what are
crazy?
those?
Things.
What do you mean?
They were light. How
The
come
little
that?
lighter
The second
thing.
she said it, I was like, oh, I know what she's talking about.
Thank
the lighter.
you, George.
Yeah, I did-
I apologize for attacking
Thank you. Thank you.
earlier.
did anyone ever get burned by
She'll
it?
be back next.
Many times.
Yes, because as a kid, that's the first
with
thing
the
you want to do
next
is
week, yeah,
push
you
that
push
thing
it
and
and then
take
you
it
play
out.
with it.
It's red, and you're like, ah.
Okay.
Every
touch
kid
it.
did that.
Wait,
No,
where
I
are you
don't have
going?
that anymore.
Nowhere.
don't.
No, they don't know.
I'm going nowhere with that. I just remembered the lighter, the pushing it, and getting burned. That's it.
Because that's how she did her first churro.
Cigarette.
Anyway. Anything else? Or we good?
It's iPhone season,
Good on
and
time. What'd you say?
it's iPhone season, and
iPhone season,
No, wait.
September 15th,
So,
right?
George, I do have a question for George because I feel like George can relate
why me?
with. Oh, you'll get
You'll
it in a
figure it
minute.
out. Okay. Maybe.
So
Maybe.
one more thing that I wanted to talk about. George, do you feel, because I know that, and I don't know Luis
get
well enough
attacked?
to judge him for this or to judge whether he struggles with this or not. But I know Joe doesn't. Adrian, I don't think does. But
it's
George, you
struggling,
might
assume
relate
yes.
with me on this. That have you so. Speaking Spanish around certain either family or friends, is there times that you feel like more uncomfortable or judged? Because, and I say this because I do, because my Spanish is not perfect.
I got told I speak Spanish like a white
In
person.
Mexico.
Yeah.
No,
no,
not-
not in Mexico. I'm talking about here.
No, no,
Like,
I-
do you?
Is there anywhere where I feel uncomfortable, or
Yeah, or like you start
No.
questioning what you're saying or how you're
No.
pronouncing
Does anybody
it.
have a beer? I'm out of
I'm
beer.
out of beers. Hold on, real quick. No, I haven't anymore. I just
You
learned
just
to like
be like, whatever.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever.
Okay.
I'm not.
And
I do have issues with my Spanish. With like sometimes I'm like, I've gotten to the point where I'm always like, if I don't know the question or the word, I will ask someone that knows Spanish. Like, hey,
Okay.
how do you
Yeah.
pronounce this? So I learn it, and then I'll.
And
start using it.
I asked and I brought this up because this was, I think, originally supposed to be a Spanish podcast. But
It's your fault, George.
I heard that because a certain somebody on the show, George, it couldn't be possible. So this is a thing that I struggle with often, that my Spanish is constantly judged. You know, I try my best to speak and have conversations with
But
family
your mom
and stuff.
speaks really good. I mean,
Oh, my mom is from Mexico.
Obviously.
My mom and dad. I was born here, but both of them were born in Mexico. And my Spanish is
but do they speak English well
No.
enough? So how?
my parents speak
was gonna
English
say
well
something.
enough to work here and communicate, and they're fine. But
But
never,
do you communicate with them in English?
never ever.
Then how is your? I don't understand. That's
So
what
I
don't
communicate.
get
So
that.
okay, so that's where I'm going with it. When I am with my family, whether it be my parents, aunts, uncles, brother, like my conversations flow freely in Spanish. Like I never question what I say or how I pronounce it or if I'm using the correct word. But that's not the same way on the spouse's side of the family. And I'm like constantly, you know, I do feel like I'm constantly
trying to like
trying
push it
to, you know, speak
the language
correctly.
correct.
Oh, I see. That's a different question. I don't think it's the same for you because your
No.
Spanish does not suck. Yours
her-
does.
Yeah, hers doesn't. No, I will say mine does.
That's why I was confused about what you were asking.
Okay.
You just don't.
So his
you
Spanish
get-
really, really sucks.
It's not
Yeah.
terrible. I mean,
It's not terrible.
My Spanish
I've got
sucks,
people
but
that
yours
terrible,
really,
yeah.
really sucks.
His Spanish is better than most other
Yeah.
fucking no
Definitely
sabo
better
kids
than
out
mine.
there. Yes. But
No sabo.
Your
Hold
Spanish
on.
is good.
Hold on.
kids?
No, you're not gonna throw that no sabo on me. No,
No,
you're
he
not
said
gonna
it's
throw no
better than
sabo.
most no sabo kids.
All right, fine, but you're not labeling me. No, I'm
Luis,
not a
turn
no
his
sabo
mic
kid. I've learned.
You're borderline. I'm
No.
seeing borderline.
Okay,
Yes.
no. Hold on,
George, we're recording in Spanish on Monday.
That's fine,
No
but
sabo,
still.
como se
Is
dice.
it-
Contestame en español.
Luis,
hold on,
turn his
hold on.
mic off, Luis.
And I say that, contestame en español.
Say
and
no, don't answer. Say what you're gonna say next. Say it in Spanish.
Okay, no, don't
See?
do that to me.
That's my point.
Okay, it's not. It's like
No sabo.
We don't
Is
have
that-
we don't have a problem switching back and forth
No.
because we grew up speaking our entire lives in Spanish
Yes.
to our parents,
Yes.
to our siblings, to our
I
aunts and
mean-
uncles. You haven't
Okay, to
necessarily
answer-
done that.
to my parents. Yes, I mean at the house we always spoke Spanish. I only speak
Yeah,
Spanish.
but even your dad's Spanish sucks.
I know, and I was
Like,
gonna, I was
what
gonna
I'm
bring
saying.
that
Like,
up.
I
I
know where you
Okay.
come from, and it's not your fault.
Okay.
Okay.
And I understand why you speak the way you do. I
Okay.
wasn't
Okay.
understanding her question because I know her Spanish is good.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know her mom. I know like there's no way.
Okay.
They are both of my parents are from Mexico. My household,
Don't throw that
we
no sabo on me.
grew up speaking Spanish. That's all my parents, my aunts and my uncles, my grandparents. That's nobody speaks Spanish in our family. So sitting at, conversating with my parents or my family at a party or a cookout, it just happens. And there's I don't ever have to question what I'm going to say next, or think about it. It just happens. And on the spouse's side of the family, it's a constant, they're correcting me. And I
Because
appreciate
I can answer that. I can answer that for you.
And I
It's because
appreciate-
they're from a different
Place.
part of the country, and they're also I don't know this
Oh,
about
they're
you or your
correct.
mom, but my Spanish is very
casual.
casual, and we're
Yeah.
from Juarez, and we're from
And there's-
the
I would
poor
say
border
theirs is a
Juarez,
little
and,
bit more-
I didn't grow up speaking with or talking to educated people, communicating with educated people, so my Spanish is not going to be top notch, right? Maybe
Yeah.
they did, and that's why
Yeah.
they feel that way. And
Maybe
I
they
have friends
did.
like that.
And I
They're like,
know.
"Oh, that's not how you say that." I'm like, "That's how you say it where I come from."
Oh,
That's what I need to
You
start
can
saying.
talk to anybody in my
That's-
city, and I
That's
say
what I
that,
need to
and
start
that's the
saying. When I
correct way to say
pronounce
it.
something
Start
the way I
dropping
do or say it the way I do, but no, that's how my people say it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I get the
whatever.
way- I don't-
But it's a constant, and I appreciate I want to say things correctly, but it's always so overwhelming and stressful.
Yeah, it's- I
and
get it.
so many people have this happening, and it's not. I don't think we talk about it enough. It is fucking stressful being Mexican, but not really Mexican.
Yeah, we need
do
to
you know
have
what I
an
mean?
episode about that.
Yeah.
I have beef with that.
I have major beef right now because it's happened to me in the past 24 hours.
Oh.
And it's I'm not trying to call you
they have horses
out.
and terrenos, you know.
So I'm saying,
They-
they don't have any of that. So,
So I'll tell you, my parents had horses, but they were to fucking work. No, they
weren't
were
for
riding
pleasure, they
them
weren't
with
for pleasure.
pretty dresses and hats. They weren't fucking doing that.
Oh shit.
They were putting
Tell
them
them,
in the
Alma.
fields to they had cornfields and
Yeah, they
stuff.
were workhorses.
It was
They
they
weren't-
were horses. So,
No.
anyways, it's just a constant. I feel like a lot of people have this issue and it's not talked about enough. And I'm here to say, fuck that.
I think from family,
It's annoying
family,
whenever
it's
they're constantly trying to correct you
to a
at
certain
every
point,
second
I support
sentence
that.
you
to
say.
a point, I appreciate it, and
Yeah.
at some point, I'm like, fuck, I'm trying.
Yeah, at
like-
least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not even if they correct you, okay. But if they correct you and laugh, I'm like, all right, you know what?
Yeah.
We're about to throw some
I
ass.
think,
Yeah.
and I
Say
think
something in English.
obviously Ruben's heard me talk a lot of it, and he's just like, whatever. He gets what I'm trying to say, and he's
Yeah.
like, whatever, it doesn't matter. But then it's some of the other
so
family.
it's not Ruben, right? We're narrowing it down.
It's not Ruben. I'd love to come on here.
I have a name. I think I know which one. But
I'd love to come on here and attack him and be on a Ruben hate episode, but
Like Yvette did.
no. And then let me get this clear. He fucking snores. He does. But
I don't care about that.
I mean, you sleep, right?
but it's not.
You're like, I got my rest.
He doesn't correct me. He knows that it is what it is, and he's just like, whatever, she's Alma. But the rest are not like that. And it's just like, I wondered if you struggled with that. Does it make you more nervous to speak Spanish around certain people?
No.
Or
Like
are you just
for-
like, fuck it, I am who I am?
Like at work, I'll speak Spanish, right? And I know some words don't come out right, or I mispronounce them, whatever. I'll ask them if they say it's like, oh, like how do you pronounce it? They'll tell me whatever.
No sabo que.
Around my friends, I'll talk to them in Spanish. They speak English, but like that's the way I speak. Like I'm in Spanglish on most of the time, and so and whenever I'm speaking to someone that only speaks Spanish, it's like I will speak it easily. But whenever I know there's someone that's speaks English, but also speaks Spanish, and we're having a conversation in Spanish, I'll say some stuff in English just because I'm like,
Yeah,
know,
it's
they'll understand.
easier for you to like it just flow out.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Anyways, that's my rant.
We're here for you.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for
support that message.
yeah, thanks for appreciating the Spanish that I do know.
Alfredo's his stage name.
Yeah.
as Alfredo's
Oh, I
station.
know. It's
Is
yeah.
that
Yeah,
Get it
actually,
wrong. Whatever,
do y'all
man.
have white names?
Joe, I'm Joe. That's my white name.
That's your white name?
What's your white name?
And I'm not great at Spanish, so that's my home
That's my
joke.
name. George. Oh, George actually is your name.
Yeah,
but
George's.
It's George.
George.
George. No, that's the construction guy with the
Mr. George.
Mr. George. Yeah.
Pick him up.
And the
yeah.
one episode
Mr. George.
that he decided not to show up to.
But you're gonna get mad at
the
me after he
Mr.
didn't show up
George.
last week?
The Mr.
I was sick,
Oh, yes,
motherfucker.
Hey,
I
he
was
was
fucking.
sick.
I don't know. I remember why I missed it.
HIPAA.
The
I
show
wasn't
was
here for that
Mr.
episode.
George.
Hey, I'm cutting this off because after 2 hours, it gets trickier to edit. We're done.
Don't miss no summer kid.
Thanks for coming.
How about y'all bring
Thanks
beers
on
in?
that.
I was so nervous, but like I feel like I'm a natural. Please.
Yeah, that's why we need our own
Let's do
shit.
this again.